2025, the 281st day of the Sex Offender Administration. A San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department, Andrew Nunez, died after being shot by a suspect in Rancho Cucamonga Monday afternoon, according to the sheriff. There is nothing funny about a dead police officer. I just wanted to say Rancho Cucamonga. The unnamed suspect was taken into custody and transported to the hospital in stable condition after an off-duty police officer bumped the suspect's motor vehicle, resulting in a crash on the 210 freeway. The investigation is closed, and law enforcement are not looking for a second kook among us. Trump received an MRI scan during a recent trip to Walter Reed National Military Medical Center. Since MRIs are not part of any regular checkup, red flags about Trump's health have been raised. It is reported by MindDog TV the doctors were using the MRI to look for a 666 somewhere on his body. Amazon.com plans to lay off as many as 30,000 employees starting as early as Tuesday. The job cuts, which won't all happen this week, would amount to roughly 10% of the online giant's corporate workforce, or about half of what Amazon gave to Donald Trump for his dictator ballroom. This has been the Dr. Reverend Jelly Roll with headlines and punchlines for October 28th, 2025, the 281st day of the Sex Offender Administration. Join me live at the Church of Last Resort Sunday mornings at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on MindDog TV.
The opinions expressed on this program are those of the host or guest and should not be interpreted as statement of fact. Independent fact-checking and corrections are encouraged.
Unless you're coffee in here, please.
A fair hate flow kind of guy. I don't know what's going on there. Skip, hello.
Damn good coffee. And hot.
My dog is your mind's best friend.
Is that a fact?
My dog is your mind's best friend.
Wake up, America. You've got a dog that needs walking. That's right, sunshine. Just put on a big pot of strong coffee and get ready to type your little hate mail with your opinions about kumbaya and flat earth insanity.
And
stand-up comedy? You want stand-up comedy? Well, we've got sit-down comedy. It's time for Coffee with a Dog. You make me laugh.
I hope. I can only hope. Oh, look at that. Yeah. I like many viewers. Let's make me popular. Yes, let's make me popular. That ain't gonna. You can get as many viewers as you want. That's still not gonna make me popular. Good morning, folks. It is Tuesday, right? Tuesday.
Wake.
See, you hit the right buttons and still, whatever. I'm not gonna complain about this. It's happened so many times that. You're sick. Well, if you like to listen to me complain, you've come to the right place. Anyway, it is Tuesday, October 28th, 2025. According to Avi Loeb, professor at Harvard University, the last day, last full day. Tomorrow will be a partial day. The Rock is, and not the movie star, wrestler, whatever he is, the Atlas 31B, whatever it is due here tomorrow. Could be a spaceship. It could be just an asteroid. It just could be whatever, a comet, whatever it is. It's going to come and end the world for us. And just in the nick of time for me. Well, what's the point? What's the point? That's what I'm saying. Are you excited? Are you going to spend all your money today? Are you maxing out your credit card? What are you doing on the last full day of days? That's the question. I don't want to talk about politics today, but we're gonna probably at some point. We have no guest. Did I say this yesterday? We have no show for you today. Again, tomorrow we have a show. Tomorrow, Elizabeth Croydon and Bob Kitson will be here. Jackie may stop in only because I told him that Elizabeth had said some nice things about him, and he would like to say thank you. And then I'm supposed to go over to Jackie's house tomorrow with Surfer Phil for a little bit, and I should report on that. I should send somebody with a camera crew to follow us through Jackie's garden or attic. We're going to rob his attic. That's what we're going to do. We're going to go up there and steal all his buds, which, you know what, to be honest with you, I found a big, like a half ounce of Jackie weed just when I was looking through my junk drawer the other day. It's like, well, that's so I still have a half ounce from probably about 4 years ago now. Not that you care. I probably should figure out how to make gummies. That's what I should do. I mean, take Jackie's weed and make gummies with it. Don't tell him I said that. He'll be here tomorrow, so and everybody, Nepo's got a half ounce of your weed from 4 years ago, and he'll cry. He'll be like, "What the fuck? You don't smoke my weed?" I was so stoned, I forgot where it was. I forgot I had it. Are you happy with me? If you notice, my Mind Dog on air sign is a little crooked, and it's getting a little light reflected on it, and I don't like that, and it's going to drive me crazy. I'm going to be obsessively compulsive about trying to get the shadow right over there, get my bald head to. I'm going to be doing that for the next 2 hours. Also, at some point during this train wreck of a show, somebody's going to show up here to buy musical equipment from me, and I'm just going to have to play like a video or something, or just hand the wheel to GD and say, try not to crash this thing. But, crash what? We're already in a ditch, aren't we? Anyway, we have a sponsor I want to tell you about. You know about Pipit? Pipit is part of CapCut. 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 It's a AI editing program. Listen, everybody's going crazy over this AI stuff. I don't know. It's like I don't know. It's all the kids are doing it. All the kids are doing it. The AI stuff, AI video, AI books, AI art, AI. And you got to get on the AI train. So let me tell you about the Pipit. By the way, I can put a little. I think I have. Yeah, here it is. We have a Pipit. If you want to order Pipit, you can use that little barcode there. Scan that with your phone, and this might not seem like a Pipit commercial. I'm just going to say it might seem like, what the hell am I looking at? A men's fragrance commercial with a fake dude? No, you're looking at a video editing program could be used if you got a men's cologne or something to sell. Does that make sense? Anyway.
Men's simple and effective skincare wherever you go. Keep your skin hydrated with refreshing scent. Wow, skincare made simple for men.
型男护肤就这么简单。
Welcome to Pipit. Let's create something.
Cooking is such a joy.
Find your frasser.
Ladies and gentlemen, Pipit AI And in the room with me now is a man who used to play for the Chicago Bulls, is known as Scottie Pippen. Ladies and gentlemen, say good morning to GD Fenderson. Good morning, GD.
Good morning, America. MindDogTV.com. It's day 27 of Coffee with the Dog Government Shutdown Advent Calendar. What do we have today? Well, let's check it out. Let's see what's inside the calendar today. Why, it's the official FEMA Hurricane Relief Package. Jamaica is going to need it as Melissa, a Cat 5 hurricane, comes a-knocking. To quote Donald Trump, hurricanes are ugly. They're very ugly. I've never seen a 10. Get your coffee with the Dog Government Shutdown Advent Calendar while the shutdown and supplies last. All proceeds from the sales of the Government Shutdown Advent Calendar go to a cause.
A cause.
Support your local mercenaries and enjoy the suffering.
All right, then. Do they sell those in Rancho Cucamonga?
No. In Rancho Cucamonga, I just don't you like saying Rancho Cucamonga?
No, Johnny Carson used to love saying that. He used to say it at least like once a week in a monologue, something Rancho Cucamonga.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever been to Rancho Cucamonga. I think it's in Southern California. I think. Never been there. Anyway, I have somebody coming to buy my favorite guitar, and I'm probably gonna weep. I'm gonna have to either hand you the wheel or just play another.
So either shouldn't the guitar be gently weeping and not you?
Gently, but I don't gently weep. I weep very harshly and like a bitch. That's how
Okay.
I got to get rid of all this stuff anyway. I mean, let's face it. What are they gonna do? Bury me with it? You know, I have a friend who got buried with one of my guitars too. I should go dig him up and get that guitar and sell it now.
Now, was he buried with the whole guitar, or was it like ashes and parts, or what?
Brand new guitar. What happened to me? Why did I do that? It was a Fernandez, and not anything like really all that expensive, but it was brand new, brand spanking new.
You
Played
know
it on
something?
one gig.
I'm sorry. I'm correct. I was corrected because I made a typo. I said day 27. It is day 28. I forgot to change it on the calendar.
Oh.
Yes. So thank you, Mickey.
Mickey?
Yes.
Mickey from
Delaney.
He's a West Coast guy. What? He's getting up like at 2:00 in the morning to watch the show or something. No.
Well, and not only that, but he was nice enough to correct me. You didn't correct me. Let me know that it's day 28.
Matt,
you let me say 27.
I didn't even hear you say it, to be honest with you. I'm just, my hand is too cold to listen. How's that?
Well, now I'm going to change it since I don't need it anymore today to 29. So it'd be set for tomorrow.
Matt is dealing with a new emotion today, empathy. Is empathy an emotion? It's not like an emotion. It's something else, right? It's the ability to see yourself in somebody else's shoes and experience their, but that's not an emotion. An emotion is like fear or whatever, love or hate.
or
But why is that? I don't get it. Why? What did I say today that would indicate that I have empathy for anybody? Empathy for who? For you, the audience, having to listen to me? Yes, I feel that every day. I feel bad for you. You don't have to. All right, I'm done.
All right.
That's what it means. My hand is cold. That's a circulation problem, right? Neuropathy.
I'm cold all over.
Just this hand is frozen. It's neuropathy, right? And you don't care. You don't care. First of all, you have no empathy for my right hand. Secondly, you have no empathy for the end of the world coming tomorrow. The Rock.
Well, let's get this straight. I never cared about your sex life. So your right hand, your left hand, I don't care. Never was not in my wheelhouse.
All right.
Or any other house.
I used to have sex all the time until I got a cramp in my hand.
So
you don't have any empathy for the end of the world coming.
That's because, like the tooth fairy, I don't believe in it.
You don't believe in the world?
Okay, Mickey cares. Mickey cares. He says it's 6 a.m. and he cares.
All right, 6
Hey,
a.m.
getting up pretty damn early to care.
Why the fuck would anybody get out of bed before 6 a.m. or at 6
Oh,
a.m. or
this is Mickey, because I don't know if he's our age. He may be getting up because it's
you got to
not a
pee?
choice.
You have
Yeah.
to pee. Yeah. I would not get up. I'm not even up now. I don't know if you could tell this, but I'm in my bed. It's all green screened. Elizabeth Croydon says I look like I'm flying a UFO. Does this look like I'm flying a UFO? It's like open paint cans, bottles behind me with the lids popped open, so it's all getting dry.
We don't know that that's paint. See, you say it's paint, but we can't see it. We can't taste it. We
What
don't
would you
touch
think
it.
it is? Well, red,
I
yellow.
I would think that you're working on some kind of neurotoxin, so that
Maybe that's
if your rocket ship gets close enough, you can defend the planet with your neurotoxin and throw it at them.
Maybe the neurotoxins have to do with my neuropathy that is causing my hand to be ice cold. My hand to be ice cold. I'm not going to make it through this winter.
Okay, now I just came to now I just realized that Mickey's brain damage. He says that we're awesome. I didn't realize that before.
Looks like hand lotion. All those different colors of hand lotion.
Oh, because it comes in all different colors of people.
What did Mickey say? I'm sorry, I wasn't listening.
He said that he says that we're awesome, which lets me know that there's something wrong with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You sure he didn't say awful? We'll check it again. Awful.
Oh, he said, "Oh shit." No, never mind. No. 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 He said awesome.
Yeah. So anything new in the world of dystopia I mean, you heard that the fearless leader had a stroke, right? He definitely had a stroke. That's what the MRI means.
No, I did not hear that. I heard that they were looking for the mark of the beast on him.
He was talking about going for an MRI, and they looked in his head and they didn't see anything. But there were a bunch of doctors speculating why would we be having a CAT scan, or MRI? The reason for that would be he's had some kind of a stroke or something. Seems to make sense, but
it doesn't make sense to me, because most of the people that I've seen with strokes, even the younger people, have had some kind of real residual effects. But Trump, who is in his late octogenarian,
let's just call him 80.
Okay, well, he's in his early octogenarians. No side effects. Well, unless he was already so bad that he's got the side effects and we can't tell.
Wait, he's 79, right? And in June he'll be 80. So
I don't know. I thought he was
46. I think he was born in 46. Like, because Hitler died in 45. Takes a little while for the
reincarnation.
Yeah, the reincarnation thing to happen there.
Well, it depends on your faith. In some faiths, it's like instantaneous.
It depends on my faith, and
yeah. In other words, the school of thought that you belong to.
Yeah, but faith. If it depends on my faith, nothing will ever happen.
It wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't meant to be like your Matt faith. It was meant to be like your the individual faith or their religion, their practice. Because some religions believe that it takes like a year, and then others say it's instantaneous. It's like pop.
And the reincarnation of Peter Proud, the book that I read when I was like 13, 14 years old, I think it was 9 months, a full gestation period. Like, the soul dies. It's got just like it got 9 months to figure out which conception it wants to go into. But that was an American. That wasn't an Indian, from India version of reincarnation. That was an Americanized McDonald's version of reincarnation. The reincarnation.
I know. I was working in a store, a printing store. We used to print up books and stuff like that.
You mean in your previous life? Is that what you're talking about?
This life. And a Chinese gentleman walked in, an older Chinese gentleman walked in, and he took one look at me and he goes, "I know you." And I said, "Well, he probably came here often, because we have a lot of customers. We did a lot of publishing and book shit like that." And so I just didn't think anything of it because he said, I know you. I was like, okay, fine, great. He says something to me about, he says, I have a picture of you before you died. I'm like, well, any picture taken of me would be before I died. And he leaves and he comes back and he has a picture of a guy who died in 1959, who died the day I was born, a Chinese guy who died the day I was born. And he looked like a Chinese version of me. Well, I look like an African version of him.
So he basically looked like your urn.
Yeah, he looked like my urn, and which also looks like me.
So you should have named you Ernie. I'm sorry.
His name is Ernie. My urn's name is Ernie. Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's nice.
Yes, we've been friends for what, 38 years, and you're just realizing that as many times as.
I'm a little slow on the uptake. I don't know if I don't know if you know this about me, but I'm stupid.
Yeah, if anyone's interested in what Matt is talking about, and if you're not, that's fine. I'm going to say it anyway. On my website, sojidfunny.com. As soon as you open up the website, there's a thing called 101 uses for my urn before I die, and there's a bunch of pictures of my urn.
A brick and mortar store for that in Cucamonga.
Yes, right, in Rancho Cucamonga.
Right. All right, then. That was the show for you. This is the best we can do. Yeah, AI's coming really fast, man. I don't know if you know about it. All the kids are doing it. Are you doing it? Or the AI stuff?
I use AI as much as I always have.
Yeah, cause I watched a little video this morning with Tony Robbins and that Dean. I don't know what Dean's last name is. They're both like, Tony Robbins grift, Dean, whatever his face grift.
Martin.
No,
Kane.
Yeah, I don't know his last name.
Abdallah.
Dean of freshman class. That's his last name, of the freshman class.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know if they have an AI product. Why is Tony Robbins the self-help guy? By the way, he needs a shave. Why? Somebody tell me he needs a fucking shave. Why is he pushing AI? He's saying you don't have 18 months, you have 3 months. AI is happening so fast. You got to get on board. If you don't get on board the AI train, whatever, you're going to be left behind and you're going to be poor. And only people who can master AI. Why is Tony Robbins? Well, he's not a tech guy. I don't know what he saw. Couldn't make it that far. As soon as I realized he needs a shave.
Scott at the Gov site says that he doesn't know a lot about incarnation, but he's a big fan of Carnation Instant Breakfast. Now, what I want to know is, when we were growing up, we used to. Well, they still have the product, condensed milk.
Fake milk.
Yeah, Carnation, and also, was it Pet? I think the other company is called Pet, but they make condensed milk. And my Aunt Helena did not buy regular milk from the store.
You don't
she used to buy condensed milk, add water and sugar to make her own milk. And the kids.
Yeah, he's talking about his Aunt Helena. Go ahead.
Helena. Her name is Helena.
Aunt Helena.
Yes, my Aunt Helena. My Aunt Helena, yes. My Aunt Helena used to make her own milk, and my brother was addicted to that shit. Drove my mother crazy because my mother used to go to the store.
Oh my God.
And her youngest kid was like, way past that stage, so she was keeping that fresh for a reason.
All right, are we at war with Venezuela yet?
Well, we have a big boat sitting off the coast of Venezuela. Oh, actually, it's Trinidad, right?
Well, and there's an aircraft carrier over by China, Japan, whatever, so that we could send a nuclear missile. And I don't know. I don't think it's like a good thing for the president of the United States to be going to Japan and saying, we have submarines. They said we have submarines off the coast of China that can send nuclear missiles, so they don't have to travel 8,000 miles. Like, why even saying that? I mean, I'm sure China knows they're there, but just to say that's a little provocative.
Well, you have to realize that. Well, no, you don't have to realize this. But I think everybody realizes that Trump has not much of a filter, and here's the biggest thing about Trump. He's not a smart man. He's not an intelligent man.
How
I
dare
mean,
you?
he's very good when it comes to making bad shit happen. He's very good at creating chaos. But as an intellectual being, he is not. And he knows he's not. But he tries to show that he isn't by blurting out any piece of information that he has. Because you don't know this, I know this. And we have a boat off the coast of such and such. He just goes off half cocked with sometimes made up facts, simply because he wants to look like he knows stuff that we do not know.
He uses nepotism like a stone to travel, and wait, can't that got cut off? Did that comment get cut off or something, or is it just me that stepping off people? I don't know what stepping off people. This is Brandon Stark saying this, and I'm not sure what stepping off people means.
I think he means stepping on people, and is all correct?
Can you wait? So you're saying that he meant to type one N, but type two Fs?
No, I think he typed the O, and then the autocorrect finished it up. Made the suggestion, and he didn't fix it.
You're saying yes. I guess you're right. Wow, you are.
That happens. Look, that's because I catch myself doing it quite often when it's too late. Well, the only good thing, and the reason why it doesn't happen, because I have to look at where I'm typing. I have to look at the letters.
I do too.
So quite often,
I have to
right. So quite often it can suggest all at once, and I'm not going to see it because I'm like this. I'm going like GD space FENDERSON. Oh, I was supposed to hit shift. Back. Shift.
You know why?
F.
As boomers, they told us we should learn to type in like elementary school and junior high school and high school, and we said, "Fuck that! We're never gonna. I'm not gonna be a typist. Come on." We didn't foresee that we'd have to kind of computer.
Well, worse than that, I took a typing class at night. At nights, because I was in sixth grade. Yeah, I was in sixth grade, and the typing class was at the junior high school at night. And so I knew I was going to be going to a junior high school the next year. So I wanted to get used to going to that school. So I started taking the night class so I could get used to being in that building so that I wouldn't be like, oh, so awestruck. Because it was a huge building.
If I were taking a typing class, it would just be to find out what chicks were in the class. Dory Smith would have been in a class, and then I would have been just watching her type the whole time. I was looking at her hands.
That sounds like a fetish. That really sounds like a fetish.
Oh yeah. Russ White says,
type that D.
In case you didn't know it, I can spell. That's what he says. Yeah. So have you heard of this 1440?
Yeah, matter of fact, it's an oil. I have some downstairs. WD 1440.
W 1440. This is just 1440. 1440. By the way, 1440 AM was my old station, WNYG, standing tall and proud in a big house in 109, Babylon, New York, since 1957. 1440 AM. 1440 is they say a non-biased, a non-partisan news site. And I signed up for it. It's been around about a year and a half now. I signed up for the newsletter, and I go there, and they have all these categories, and one of them is stand-up comedy. Oh, that's something I'm interested in, stand-up comedy. Like, what's new in stand-up comedy? I click on stand-up comedy, and I get George Santos in Venezuela. Like, wait a minute, that's not. Is George Santos doing stand-up in Venezuela? He just got out of prison, first of all, and he's likely to get, if he goes by boat, he's likely to get whacked on the way.
Maybe that's Trump's plan.
Right. And then the big story about stand-up comedy is the history of stand-up comedy starting in what year is this? Early 19th century. It's like, what? How is that news? This is supposed to be a news site.
And not only that, if they're just starting in the 19th century, they're missing thousands of years of comedy.
Yeah. Will Rogers, politically
one of my favorites.
I know that. That's why I'm telling you this, because you I don't know, branded yourself sort of as a humorist because of Will Rogers called himself a humorist, right? That's why, because you love
Pretty much, yeah. He established to me what a humorist was, and so yeah, had Bill Cosby said he was a humorist, I would say I'm a comedian. But
I'm a rapist. Will Rogers' political humor was an early predecessor to stand-up. Rogers got his start spinning ropes for circus shows. Have you done that?
yeah.
You have?
I
Oh,
knew that. Yeah.
and broke through his association with Florence Ziegfeld's Follies and Frolic. It was his humorous political commentary, though, that would solidify his celebrity status. His good-hearted ribbing of society's big men predated the common notion of stand-up comedians as truth-telling jesters. So, according to this kind of thing, humorist is one step before becoming a stand-up comedian. Like, if this was the predecessor to stand-up comedy, is what he was. That's what it means.
And I don't agree with that at all.
So we fucking go to 1440, write them some hate mail right now. 1440.
Well, I'm not going to write them hate mail, but they're just wrong. What did court jesters do? Court jesters told jokes in front of the king, to make him laugh and entertain everybody.
Yeah.
Sometimes they juggled. Sometimes they did songs. Sometimes they did, well, not quote limericks, but little poems. They did jokes.
Not why? How do you know if there was? Because limericks were just in Ireland, right? And they did. I don't know. I don't know the history.
You're thinking shamaricks, not limerick. Shamrocks.
No, I think limerick. The limerick form began in Ireland. I'm pretty sure that's the case. Now I
thought it started on the bathroom wall.
I'm pleading stupidity. I'll plead stupidity here, but I don't know. At one time, was Ireland was separate from England? Like they had their own king or queen, or do you know?
I believe they were, yeah. And
Scotland,
I believe that
they were all like different countries, Scotland, Ireland, and they all had their own king.
I believe they did. I believe Ireland was separate from England before the UK, started their empire searching.
Yeah, we need to have like a grok or something that will just respond. I think grok will just respond to my prompt, so I could say it. When did you die at the palace? You really die when you die at the palace. You really die at the palace. Did they kill? I don't know.
Court jesters did get killed if they did not please the king.
Bad joke.
Sometimes it was more like a bad joke at the expense of the king.
Somebody Google Ireland. Did they ever have their own king? I'm just curious. I don't want to.
Somebody. Okay.
I don't know. Silly songs. Silly songs.
Yeah, silly love songs.
Silly songs. Are you familiar with Mersey Dotes?
And those are the Little Lambs Dive and the Killer Dive too, wouldn't you?
Right.
Yeah. Never heard of it. Never heard of it.
Never heard of it.
Never heard of it.
Yeah. I was gonna start doing just a short. I don't know if you're familiar with the Professor Rock. I don't know if you know the Professor Rock. Professor Rock does these long ass dopey things about music, and they're like 20 minutes long, and he's very popular on it. But I thought, you know what, do a version of that like for shorts. 10 silliest successful pop hits of the modern era. Now, I was using AI to kind of research this stuff for me, and it didn't come up. The first stuff, all the stuff it came up with here is the silliest songs of the pop music era that they came up with. Hey Ya, which is Outkast 2003. That's that's the number one silliest song, according to AI. It's just a dance song. It wasn't like. It wasn't like Mersey Dotes. Like Mersey Dotes didn't make the cut, by the way. I'm thinking Mersey Dotes would be number one. That's why I brought this up.
Okay, if I was going to think of pop songs that were like silly and stupid, I'm going to go with Jimmy Cash the Bunch, Bertha Butt Boogie.
I don't know that one.
Oh, that's stupid. That's fucking stupid.
Well, I was thinking I would see do da 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 is all I want to say to you. That didn't make the cut either.
Yeah, but that's not really a silly song. That's just more like a guy who has serious thoughts but doesn't have a serious word to express it. So he goes with do 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 da da da.
What a
Because if
word
you listen
war.
to the lyrics itself, it's like the lyrics are pretty heavy in the song.
Are
And it's
they?
like this doesn't make sense. All I got for you is do 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 da da da.
All right. What about yummy, yummy, yummy? I got love in my tummy. That didn't make
I
no
thought it was
sense.
a babe. It was love. I thought it was.
It didn't make the cut. Yummy, yummy, yummy. I got love in my tummy. Did not make the cut.
That's because they didn't go with the original lyrics. The original lyrics was dummy, dummy, dummy. I got a babe in my tummy.
Oh. Number 2 is the thong song. I
And
don't
I
even
think it
know that.
belongs to you. That was the original song.
Do you know the thong song?
No, I do not.
Me
I know it
neither.
exists. I do not know it.
My Humps. I missed this one. Fergie and Black Eyed Peas. My Humps. That's number 3. You know, I'm sure.
I know that, but that doesn't count to me as a silly song.
I know. This is what I'm saying. Like,
I mean,
there's
do
a lot of.
they know the difference between a bad song and a silly song?
Yeah, it doesn't seem like AI gets the concept of silly. This is where I was going. I'm like looking for silly songs because what was the modern one that I was? I don't know.
Well, I don't know what modern is to you. I mean, you could be talking
I
about
mean,
Jim
recently in
Stafford.
the top 10
Okay,
in the
because you
last
could be
year.
saying that modern song, one by Jim Stafford.
Yeah.
I don't like spiders and
Yeah,
snakes
that's a pretty
because
silly
that
song.
ain't what it takes to love me.
Number 4 is a Hollaback Girl. According, this is again AI Hollaback Girl. Again, this is just a shitty song. This was Gwen Stefani or No Doubt or something, right?
It was
Cheerleader.
Stefani without no doubt, I believe.
Yeah. Barbie Girl by Aqua, 19. All these are recent stuff too. This is not of the pop music era. When I say pop music, recorded pop music era, I'm thinking like all the way back to the 40s to current, right? All these things are like within the last 20 years. Who Let the Dogs Out? Now that's a pretty silly song. That belongs in, I think, in the list somewhere.
Yes, yeah, it's a pretty stupid song. Yeah.
Barbie Girl by Aqua, 1997. I don't know it. I don't remember that one. But the Macarena is a pretty stupid song. Pretty silly. I don't know. Call Me Maybe.
Other than Macarena, did you know any of the other words?
Hey Macarena. No. Hey.
Yeah.
Yes. Hey.
Yeah. Okay. Hey Macarena. That's it. That's yeah.
You all need some ink spots in your life. Go ahead, GD. Take it away. Go ahead. Sing my ink spot song, will you?
No, I'm not. No, because Kenneth was a good friend of mine. Kenneth was a friend of mine. I'm not going to mock the ink spots just because he died before we finished the song we were working on.
What does the Fox say by Y Elvis?
Oh, okay, yeah.
I don't know.
Bow, 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 whatever. Mew, 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 whatever. It's
Y Elvis. Is this like Elvis? Or I mean, it's Y L V I S.
I don't know how to pronounce his name because I don't remember ever seeing his name.
Norwegian comedy duo.
I only know about the song because it was so, I'm going to say popular, but it was so much in the zeitgeist. It was so much in pop culture that a lot of people were referencing it. But I've never seen the actual song itself. Not in its entirety. I've just seen like snippets, like maybe 30 seconds or
I
so.
am so fucking culturally unhip. Now, this one we used to play with the Rockin' 45s back in the day. Cover it. Stacy's Mom. But that's not a silly song. It's a horny song. This is a song about a kid who wanted to fuck his girlfriend's mother. Right? Stacy's mom has got it going on.
Okay.
She used to lay.
So what was wrong with Stacy that he didn't want to be with her?
Stacy was, she probably didn't have the
cougar quality.
Tits. Tits was the word I was looking for.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I haven't seen Stacy's tits. Can we get a picture of Stacy's tits on here?
I thought somebody was sending them to you. That wasn't Stacy's tits. They were sending. No, there was somebody else. Stacy's mom's tits.
Stacy's mom's tits today are like, I think are around her ankles. They're slapping her ankles. Friday, Rebecca Black. I don't know. I don't know. Auto-tuned. Teen angst over weekend vibes. Got to get down on Friday. I don't know. You know that song, Friday? See, now I would have put Mersey Dotes. for people who don't know, this is like a 1940 Mersey Dotes.
Mersey Dotes and Dozy Dotes and little lambs eat ivy. A kid will eat ivy too, wouldn't you?
No, and the answer to that is no, I wouldn't. I wouldn't eat ivy. Would you eat ivy?
I hardly know her. I'd have to know what her hygiene habits are.
Good point. But no, the mares eat dotes and dozy dotes. That's mares eat oats and does eat oats. A kid will eat ivy too, wouldn't you? Like they're talking about oats, and now all of a sudden you're talking about ivy, and then you say two. Like, wait, this is the first mention of ivy. Where's the two come? A kid will eat ivy too. Wouldn't you? No, I would not. I'm not eating ivy.
Okay, yeah, dozy dotes. Let's see, mares eat oats and dozy dotes, and little lambs eat ivy. A kid will eat ivy too. See, you left out that one. Little lambs eat ivy, and a kid will eat ivy too. Yeah, you forgot the little lambs.
Who did it? Who did it? Come on, name the band, name the artist.
My mother used to sing it. That's how I learned the song. I learned it from my mother. She said that was one of the two songs that she would sing.
Me too, to be honest with you, that's where I learned it from. Your mother. No, my mother. The Merry Macs.
Okay.
1944.
Now, is that the same Mary Max that used to do a jump rope? Miss Mary Mac. Oh, just in black.
Yeah, we get a copyright strike.
You can't. That's public domain. You can't get a strike for public domain.
All right. That's fine. Chicory Chick. You know that one? Chicory Chick? I'm saying that right. I never heard this one. Sammy K, 1945. Swing-based nonsense about a chick who chala won't stay in the jukebox. No, won't stay in the nest. I'm sorry, I skipped the line. Won't stay in the nest is like barnyard fever dream for jitterbug adults. Chicory Chick. Look it up, folks. Stacy's mom, Fountains of Wayne, lead singer, died of COVID in the early days of it. I did not know that. Well, then we shouldn't make fun of it, should we?
But it's a fun fact. That's the whole point of calling it a fun fact. It's a fun fact.
Yeah. All right. My tit is itchy. I've got to scratch my tit. So, in honor of Stacy's mom.
Okay.
Oh, I'm against it. You're on the line with the dog. Who am I talking to? Fuck you. What did you hear? Did you hear that sound, or I just heard that sound?
Well, I hear a truck outside my house driving by.
Oh, I thought it was the Rock, the alien rock coming to destroy us.
I don't think that's a truck. I think that's an airplane. We have a small airport near our house.
Yeah, doesn't everybody?
I think so.
Everybody has a small airport near their house. I have several. I have military airports. I have private airports. They're everywhere. It's like fucking United States of Airportopia. Anyway, stand-up comedy became popular during the Great Depression. Did you know that? I thought stand-up comedy was a
was that part of the vaudeville and Nickelodeon shows?
Well, I thought it was part. Stand-up comedy became popular after post World War II, 1940s, 1950s, like Catskills and stuff, and stand-up became popular after the Great Depression. Stock market crash of 1929 caused vaudeville theaters to shutter. Audiences were looking for lighthearted distractions from the country's financial problems, so stand-up became more popular, albeit in different kinds of venues. Bob Hope's radio shows brought stand-up to the masses. Bob Hope. You remember Bob Hope.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Thanks for the
memories. Thanks for the slavery.
Memories.
Are you sure it was memories? Because I remember the slavery.
I don't know. My slavery isn't what it used to be.
Yeah. And thanks for the slavery. You gave us a free trip, packed on a cargo ship. You beat us down into the ground until our souls were stripped. We thank you so much.
All right, here's a telegram from 1940. I think it's to it is National Broadcasting Company, which would be NBC, It says, we are getting many protests about Bob Hope from both Democrats and Republicans concerning his reference to Republicans waiting until a week from XXXXXX next Thursday to celebrate Thanksgiving. A week from XXXXXX to celebrate Thanksgiving. Hoping by that time you have something to be thankful for. And his Wilkie button crack. Wilkie button crack. We don't know what his Wilkie button crack. You got a Wilkie button crack?
No, as a matter of fact, nobody sees my crack unless, because even when I'm bending over, I have a shirt that covers my crack as well as pants that cover my crack.
Each time he refers to things political, and that's been pretty consistent for some weeks. We've had protests that we can do something about. Well, this is the NBC, so they were protesting not just one side or the other, both sides of them were political comedy. In 1940 they were getting flooded with complaints about political comedy from Bob Hope's radio show. How about that? 1940. Cancel culture started, and this was before we were even in.
And that did such a great job at canceling Bob Hope's career, because we never heard him after that radio show.
Bob.
No one never. He never did another show after that.
Bob.
No movies.
What was this? No nudies. No movies. Yeah.
No movies. Brandon wanted. I think this question is for you, not for me.
Who is your favorite comedian and who is your? It's this is like rock stars and stuff. It changes by moment to moment. Who's my favorite comedian? I'd say right now,
Jeselnik or talent.
No, I'm gonna say Louis C.K. Damn it, I'm gonna say Louis C.K. even though he showed me his dick once.
He showed you you seen his dick? Was it on par with Uncle Milty's?
It's so big that you can't help but see. He lives only 50 miles to the east. He's got a house, and I could see it from here when he pulls it out. Just caught the whoa, what's that? Oh, is that Louis jerking off? I think Louis. You know what? I got to be honest. I haven't seen him other than on talk shows for a while, but I think he is the closest thing to Carlin and Pryor that in today's world that is still out there writing great material, relevant material, culturally relevant material. And I say that not having seen him do stand-up for a good 5 years, more than since he got caught with his dick in his hand. So maybe I'm wrong about that. Maybe he's not still doing culturally relevant material. Maybe he's just doing stuff about himself jerking off. Who is yours, Brandon Sterick? That's what I want to know. The Beaver Man is in my top 10. Beaver Man, I would say he's probably 8 in my top 10. How do I go down the list? Now, I will put Jeselnik in there. You know what? I'm going to go with the clean comic. I'm going to go with Nate Bargatze is in my top 10 right now. I have to put Erica because I love Erica. Erica Rhodes. Who else? You know what? I'm going to take one.
Tom Segura. How could you forget Tom Segura?
Who?
Tom Segura, one of your favorites.
I don't even know that name. DD's favorite comedian is Bear Love. This is what.
Actually, my favorite comedian is me. I am my favorite comedian. I'm not saying I'm my best.
Stopka. You know what? I haven't seen Junior for a while. Eddie Pepitone. We'll talk about Eddie Pepitone on Thursday. If you join the program, JT Habersat, who has been touring with Eddie Pepitone since the 1940s, I think. Will be here. JT's been on the road with Eddie Pepitone probably, I would say, 3 years or so, something like that. Yeah, I like that whole Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid kind of, I don't know, mentality where you're touring with one guy all the time. Eddie Pepitone is the headliner. JT opens up for him. Or, are you familiar with Eddie Pepitone?
Mm-mm.
I didn't think so. See, Eddie Pepitone's been around. Yeah, I mean, he makes us look like spring
I'm not
chicken.
even sure if I know the name, except for I've heard you say it so many times now that I think I know it. It's like the Howie Mandel effect. You say it for me his name often enough, and you think you know it.
Oh, well, you don't know Howie Mandel?
It's like the Howie Mandel effect, yeah.
Oh, Mandela effect. Mandel effect.
Yeah, the Howie Mandel effect.
Mandel effect.
Yeah. I'm glad you're keeping up.
All right, the Borscht Belt was a haven for Jewish vacationers and
Haven. It's a haven. I'm sorry.
Have you ever had borscht?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Wow, how would I know? I mean, I don't.
Yeah, how would I know? Look, I'm not ashamed to say this. I have had more things in my mouth than I care to remember.
I don't know this about me. I don't want to know that about you. What? Are you? What no. The Borscht Belt, New York Catskills region resorts were informally named after a dish popular with Ashkenazi Jews. See, now they're supposed to be smart. Why are they eating fucking borscht?
Maybe that's how they got to be so smart.
No, there's no borscht. Is what's in borscht? Somebody grok what's in borscht.
Okay, I will find the ingredients of borscht. Okay.
The area offered affordable vacationing, kind of like the Poconos does, as well as cutting-edge stand-up from future stars like Milton Berle, Mel Brooks, and Joan Rivers.
First of all, any food that has 5 consonants in a row should be illegal.
Borscht, B-O-R-S.
C-H-T.
C-H-T.
5 consonants in a row. Any food that has 5 consonants in a row should be illegal.
R-S-C-C-H, yeah. Yeah, there's no vowels in there, right? Borscht.
Just O. B-O.
Right.
Which is like body odor. Okay, it's...
that's where it came from.
Okay. It is typically made by combining meat or bone stock with sauteed vegetables such as... and including beetroots, cabbage...
Beet meat?
Beetroots, cabbage, carrots, onions, potatoes, and tomatoes.
Tomatoes? Is that how you say tomato? I say tomato.
No, plural is tomatoes. Singular is tomato. Singular is potato. Plural is potatoes.
There's no cheese in that. There can't be. But I didn't see.
It does not say that there's. It says, and then topped off with a dollop of sour cream.
Dollop?
It says a dollop right here.
What? Now, how do you measure a dollop?
I will ask. What's a dollop?
Yeah. Borscht.
What's a dollop?
Let me. I've and this will get me in trouble again. But Jews and Italian. New York.
Okay, you can get tickets to see Dollop in 2026.
Oh, ew! Borscht looks disgusting. Who's gonna eat that? That's not what I thought it looked like. Oh my God! It's a soup. I didn't know it was a soup. Does it say in your thing that it's a soup?
Well, I always knew it was a stew. I always looked at it as a stew. I didn't look at it as a soup, but. And I'm not sure. I think the difference between a stew and a soup is how thick it is.
So Ukrainian borscht. This is weird.
See, and I thought it was and I for some reason I kept thinking whenever I think of borscht, I think it's Hungarian.
Yeah, well, how did the Jews get a hold of it? Damn it, the Jews got a hold of it.
It was our secret. Damn Jews!
You can't get a hold of soup. That's the thing. You can't. I didn't know it was. I had no idea borscht was soup. Real borscht recipe. I don't want to go there. But so it's a.
Hey, it doesn't have spinach in it. You should like it.
No, I'm not. I'm not a big soup guy, and ironically, I'm getting to the point in life where soup is going to be my.
I'm about to say, pretty soon, soup is going to be your meal of choice.
Not of choice, of forced, forced borscht.
Force-fed borscht.
Yeah. A dollop of sour cream. Ick. You know, now anything sour generally means it's gone bad. It's cream that's gone bad or purposely gone
Not
bad.
necessarily. Sour doesn't necessarily mean that. It could be a taste or it could be a state of being. Like you can say your milk has soured.
So that's gone bad.
But a whiskey sour is a taste. Nothing in it is gone bad. It just makes your lips go like that.
All right, here's one you'll like. Moving off
the
course. Yeah. The Chitlin circuit provided black entertainers a safe network during Jim Crow. Did you ever hear of the Chitlin circuit?
Oh, yes. Yeah.
You did?
Yeah. I don't think any self-respecting black man doesn't know about the Chitlin circuit.
Black musicians and comedians regularly toured the Chitlin circuit, an informal entertainment network that developed performers like Tina Turner, Red Fox during the Jim Crow era.
Yeah, any black artists during that era, they knew about the Chitlin circuits, and those of us who weren't in entertainment knew about the Chitlin circuit as well.
Where is the Chitlin? Where?
What do you mean where?
Where did like the Borscht Belt? You know where the Borscht Belt? The Borscht Belt? The Borscht Belt? But you know where that was? Where? I mean, where are we talking about?
Yeah, the Chitlin circuit is more of an abstract construct in the sense that it's basically places where black people could play.
So, any place where a black entertainer was called
right, but it was called the circuit because let's say you're a black person touring.
Don't say that. About
you could actually go.
Why you call me a black person touring? Don't call me that. I don't want to be called that. Call me a nigger.
Okay, let's say you're a nigger touring. You could start. Let's say there's a place in New Jersey, but you could tour all the way to California, but you want the places that black people could go. That would be the circuit, you know. Now I think the movie version of that was, I think, it called The Green Book. But I think that's slightly different. I think the Green Book is places that had mixed audiences that black people could play at, or places that white people hung out there and they allowed black people to perform there, but they didn't have rights or anything, but you wouldn't get in trouble per se. I think that's what the Green Book was. But the Chitlin circuit was like the Negro Leagues.
Chitlins. What is it? I hate to sound like the white asshole that I am, but what is a chitlin? I don't even.
Chitlin is actually pig intestine.
Oh, no wonder I don't know what it is.
And that is a bitch, dude. If somebody makes you chitlins, homemade chitlins, they love you.
They hate me. They hate me.
No. Just because it's so much fucking work.
They know I'm a white dude. If they make me a chitlin, they're telling me to get the hell out of the house. That's what they're doing.
I'm talking about the amount of work it takes to go into it. I'm not talking about you enjoying it.
Oh yeah.
Even if you buy pre-cleaned chitlins, it just means they have less shit that you got to clean out, because you got to clean the shit out. And
this is the kind of thing. When I did have pigs, I didn't eat any pork or bacon or anything like that. But knowing what pigs are, the intestines, are you fucking kidding me? Have you seen pigs are omnivores? They will eat anything.
Anything, right?
Yeah. Oh God.
Now remember, it's not like black people had a choice in it. I'm pretty sure that black people in Africa, when they got a wild boar, only ate the good parts.
Were there wild boars in Africa?
Yeah. Most of them were at parties, they'd be like, they was like, oh, there goes telling those wild boar
I don't
stories
think of
again.
boars as an African animal. Maybe I shouldn't and get my animal origin. How'd they get to North America from, or were they everywhere?
Probably Europeans, or they crossed, was it back when the continents, but basically when the continents used to be one continent and things split up,
Did
Maybe
that really
they were
happen?
part of the
Are
split.
you lying, or is that a myth? Is that I feel so stupid?
Or
But
about what? A myth about what?
this idea that continents were all one continent and they broke apart because just because
No,
they look like they fit
I,
like a jigsaw puzzle.
I figured that out when I was and so I asked my mother. I said, "So could the Garden of Eden have been back when Earth was like one?" Because I was trying to make science and the Bible make sense at the same time. And
Hamster
so,
joints. Phil Heller is on Instagram and he said hamster joints. What the fuck does that mean? Hamster joints.
I guess they're like chicken legs, buffalo wings, hamster joints.
And Phil, what the hell are you doing on Instagram, by the way? I know we're broadcasting there so people can watch, but we can't know that because unless I go there and look, and which I don't do often enough. But I just looked and I saw hamster joints. I was like, "What the fuck, hamster joints?"
Snapchat says warthog. I have seen The Lion King.
What is a warthog? It's a hog that's just full of warts.
You're half right. I don't think they're full.
It's the first time I've been half right in my life. I finally made it to
Yeah,
half.
usually you're just half-assed.
Yeah.
You're half right.
Do you ever hear Gene Carroll and don't say E. Gene Carroll?
No, that was those are people
Second
who
baseman
died.
to the Mets. How can you? Oh no,
those are people who died. Those are people who died. Gene Carroll, right?
Oh yeah, no, that was Ian Carroll, right?
Jim Carroll.
Jim
Carroll band.
Close enough. Gene Carroll was one of the first women to make a name in stand-up. Make a name.
Yeah, she didn't have one.
Yeah.
Most women in stand-up didn't have names. They were just called chicks.
Carol cut her teeth in vaudeville alongside Buddy Howe, her husband, who later became a manager. Cut her teeth. You know, I've heard that expression a lot.
Blowjobs.
Oh.
Blowjobs. Giving blowjobs. Cutting your teeth.
Despite operating in a male-dominated field, she became the first popular headliner and was a mainstay as a stand-up on the Ed Sullivan Show, which led to her own sitcom, the Gene Carroll sitcom. Even boomers like us don't know about this. First stand-up.
Now, how is she spelling her name? Jean?
Jeancarroll. Gene Carroll, like E. Gene Carroll. If she would have had an E in front of her name, she'd have Trump's fingers up a yin yang, not a yin yang, poontang. It's not yin yang poontang. It's all the same. Gene Carroll, yeah. I did analog.
Oh yeah. Damn, I know who. I know who she is.
You do?
Yes. And this is so funny because AI doesn't know the difference between her and E. Jean Carroll. They got their two pictures side by side, like they're the same person.
One is stand up and the other is fingers up.
Yeah, that's right.
But the E. Jean Carroll sitcom, I mean, I never heard of it.
It says here you can get them online.
Yeah. First stand-up album. Okay, before we reveal the answer, let's give the chat room a chance to win a big prize. If you, who's this? Oh, the person who was coming to buy my guitar is leaving now on the way here. Please bring a lot of money. The first stand-up album. Let's for a big prize. A prize that will go to a cause.
That's right.
Guess who is the first stand-up album? All right.
Now, would that be like a 78 or just like an album?
Album. What? 33 and a third, released in 1958. It was on Verve Records, which was a jazz label at the time. All right. Oh no, that will get a copyright strike, even if I hum the Jeopardy theme. So I'll just go and that's as far as we get. All right.
I'm gonna say Jethro Tull.
Jethro Tull.
Yeah.
That's not a guy. It was probably Leonard Skinner. That's not a guy either. Alice Cooper, who was a guy.
I mean, I know who my guess would be, but
who would you guess be? Because time's up. They didn't get it anyway. They
Red
won
Fox.
A big prize.
My guess would be Red Fox.
Nope.
Okay.
Mort Saul. Mort Saul released the first stand-up album. There were comedy records that came before The Future Lies Ahead, but Saul's 1958 album released by...
Would you say 1958?
1958 was first official recording that captured a complete stand-up set.
Because Red Fox, I think he had an album in 56.
It said there were comedy records that came before, like maybe it was, but it was kind of, it wasn't a complete, like in one set type of format. That's
okay.
All right, hey Brian, 34 minutes.
But because I thought the question was first stand-up album.
1957, Mort Saul is created with I think Red Fox had things that weren't live stand-up bits mixed with like studio recorded just jokes and stuff. So it wasn't wasn't considered a stand-up album, I guess. I don't know.
I think the white man just trying to fuck over the black people again. That's what I think.
Could be.
That's what I think. It's a technicality. It's like, no, we know the Negro did it first, but we're not going to call that stand-up because there was not one continuous piece of work. It was a bunch of little snippets and snappets.
That's fine. So you run on that. You run on that on your next campaign. Absolutely.
My next campaign, yeah.
The first comedian to have a chart-topping album, like a #1 album. We'll again let the audience not guess at this one because they didn't guess.
A number one chart-topping album.
Yeah, no, this is weird because if they didn't, Billboard didn't have a comedy category until there was a #1 to have a comedy, right? So it would be the first week that Billboard came out with the comedy, whatever was hot that week. It's not necessarily a great.
This is going to be a wild guess, but I'm going to just say George Carlin's 7 Dirty Words.
I'm surprised you didn't say Red Fox.
No, I'm saying it because I don't know of anybody who did not know that album. I know plenty of people who didn't know Red Fox's albums.
Okay, this was before, I think, Carlin was still doing the Hippy Dippy Weatherman at this point. I think in 1960, the first #1 comedy album.
Oh, then this is rough because I'm torn. I'm torn between something by.
No, that's Natalie Imbruglia. She's torn. You're
okay. Because I am having a hard time because I would love for it to have been like a Bob Newhart album, but I'm going to say that Bob Newhart, as good as he was, I don't think the people knew how good he was back then. So let
me just stop you there and say, you won! You win a brand new car! It was Bob Newhart, a brand new car for G.D. Peterson, ladies and gentlemen.
Damn.
All right.
Really?
Yes. Button Down Mind by Bob Newhart, 1960, reached the top of the Billboard charts and stayed there for 14 weeks. A few months later, a sequel, Button Down Mind Strikes Back, was released. Both records occupied the 2 top spots for 30 weeks. Wow.
Yeah. But Bob Newhart was good. Bob Newhart was really good, and people just have no fucking idea how good he was.
The record for topping the charts for 32 albums topping the charts for 30 weeks stood till 1991 when Guns N' Roses released Use Your Illusion albums. Wow. How about that? All right.
Yeah, I like Bob Newhart. I generally do one homage to him per special.
There, somebody who was somebody compared Nate Bargatze to Bob Newhart. I say nay.
I would never compare. Well, first of all, I would never compare anybody to Bob Newhart. I'm going to say there are people who do homages to him, but I would never compare anybody to him.
Well, I just somebody who doesn't do an homage to him. Me and Willie had him on the program. You weren't here. I forget what you were doing. I think you were showing Louis C.K. your dick that day.
I remember because he wanted to know what a good one looked like.
Great, yeah. Oh, that's what I'm one of the good ones. That's one of the good ones. Greg Warren, he's not doing Bob Newhart and doesn't have any intention of doing an homage to Bob Newhart, but he has a very Bob Newhart-esque quality about him. If you've ever seen Greg Warren do his bit, it seems like almost like Bob Newhart has possessed it. He's got all the same mannerisms, the same exact delivery. He's not doing it consciously or on purpose. I don't think he even knew about it until people started bringing it up. You seem like Bob Newhart. Like, wow, he takes it as a compliment. But go see Greg Warren, The Salesman.
Nah.
He was supposed to be on when he had his latest special out. He contacted me to be on and then blew me off like several times. I'll see if I can get him back on. He is very Newhart-esque. Newhart-esque.
Okay.
Is that a term I just made up? Newhart-esque?
Yeah, I just made that term up because most people don't even appreciate Bob Newhart's genius.
All right. First stand-up special. Who invented the stand-up special?
Okay, I don't know who invented it, but I'm going to go with, because the first one on HBO was some guy named Robert. No. Calvin Klein.
Yes. My good friend, my best buddy, Robert Klein. 1975 HBO appeared. When they appeared on TV, stand-ups were typically limited to 5-minute spots on late-night talk shows. The Tonight Show, that changed with fledgling HBO, which offered comics hour-long slots. The first was An Evening with Robert Klein, the special that would define the hour for decades and still to this day. Somebody who actually challenged, this is an easy one, challenged the United States law.
Oh shit! Who didn't? Okay, Lenny Bruce.
It starts with Lenny Bruce. Yeah, that's
Lenny Bruce. George Carlin also did it. I'm going to Dick Gregory.
Yeah.
Shit. Anybody that cursed on the air challenged U.S. law. And in fact, I keep wanting to say the guy from Hustler, but he didn't do comedy.
Larry Flint,
but he didn't do comedy.
I think he did.
I was just say I think he did, but it wasn't. You don't think of him as a comedian. Yeah. Most people don't think of Larry Flint as a comedian, even though he did funny-ish stuff.
The last thing on this list about stand-up comedy, and why is this in the news on 1440? I have no idea. Comedian whose wildly successful stand-up was top of the charts, and then he abruptly quit doing it.
Oh, Prince. That Prince guy, Freddie Prince.
No,
he didn't
abruptly quit.
He abruptly stopped.
Wow, that was a brutal one. I think
that was brutal.
Well,
you should have been. If you thought that was brutal, you should have been the one that had to clean that shit up.
I'm not sure about this, but I think the one who had to clean that shit up was J.J. Walker. What I think, Dynamite heard a blast. I think J.J. Walker was going to pick Freddie Prinze up to go bring him to the Comedy Store. I think maybe this is just me and just dementia or whatever talking, but that's the story as I remember it. He was going to pick him up and heard a blast, and then went up and discovered Freddie had blown his brains out with a shotgun. So, boy, that was a fun segment, wasn't it? No, they're talking about Steve Martin. In the 1970s, few stand-up comics were bigger than Steve Martin, who released multi-platinum albums and regularly sold out arenas, as he detailed in his 2007 memoir. Martin had grown disillusioned with the success in stand-up, and he pivoted into film. I think it was just about money.
He was running out of material.
Yeah, the wild, crazy guy stuff, arrows through the head, bounties. Yeah,
because even a lot of stuff that he did, I looked at it with a great I like the fact he was a good banjo player, but he was never one of my favorites because I never thought of him as how should I put it? He had good material interlaced with the schlock,
I have to agree with you on this. He was never a favorite comedian of mine. I liked him when he started doing movies like The Man with Two Brains. I forget what his first kind of when he was doing like The Jerk. I thought was all right, but then he got he started becoming like almost like a serious actor in like romantic comedies or something like that. Like
like Roxanne.
Yeah. It's like stop, just be funny. Yeah, I think I liked him on Saturday Night Live in those days, but
A lot of sketches, yeah.
Yeah, the hour long or 90-minute long, whatever the fuck he did. It was just too over the top, stupid, silly for me. And I'm a guy who likes stupid, silly. But Steve Martin was never one of my favorites for that. But he was highly successful in all the the wild and crazy guy stuff, and forget all the other stuff he did. Banjo playing was just coincidental to me. Like, okay, the guy plays banjo too, but that's not what
like I said, and to me that was because he was a good banjo player. To me, that's what he did that was really good. Like a lot of the jokes he did, like with the arrow going through the head and stuff like that.
I agree. He was a really good banjo player, but who the fuck wants to see a really good banjo player?
Look, I'm not disagreeing. I just like I think about like when I was in high school, I was a very good poet. According to my fellow students and my teachers, I was a really, really good poet. But who wants to see a fucking poet? So exactly. So I decided if I became a musician, then my poetry could become songs, and then people could read the poetry that the songs are based on.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
You couldn't hold a candle to Henry Gibson. I think you tried once. You held the candle to him and he kind of blew it out.
No, I held it to him and he caught fire. He had so much product in his hair.
All right, give me a little poem about Henry Gibson catching fire. A poem by G.D. Fenderson.
I'm not doing that one.
Yeah. Then I Say You Are a Liar about Henry Gibson catching fire. That's my poem. A poem by Matt Napa. All right, that's our stand-up comedy history. Do you feel more enlightened now? You understand stand-up comedy? Yeah, you got a better grasp on the history of stand-up comedy because of that right now?
No. I didn't know that I knew so little about comedy. I did know. I knew a lot. I knew very little about comedy.
So far, I'm just gonna my review of 1440. A little underwhelmed by their. It's supposed to be. Yeah, I didn't get into their political stuff. I didn't get into any of like the world news stuff. But that's the first exposure I have to 1440. That's not news. That's just a fluff. That's a fluff story. That should be on Entertainment Tonight. Some dupe. Yeah, I'm getting angry. Get me out of here. All right. Moving on. Have you noticed, and this will make, if Ron's still listening, I'm sure he'll be excited about this. Netflix is having a miniseries about Neil Young. Did you notice? The River Still Flows or something like that. A miniseries about Neil Young. Now, and there's also one, Eric Clapton, a miniseries about Eric Clapton. There's a movie about Bruce Springsteen. We already had a kind of drama about Bob Dylan's life, which really wasn't, even though there were Oscar nominations and stuff like that. As a huge Dylan fan, not impressed. And I'm like, we used to wait till people like that died, like with Frank Sinatra when they came out a movie about him. It was after he died. Like you don't kind of memorialize people while it's still living.
I think the problem with waiting for some people who have such a huge body of work for them to die and to do a movie is that they've done so much that you're not going to please anybody because you're going to have 2 hours of a movie. And people are going to say, well, you didn't talk about the drug period, or you didn't talk about the whore period. So you almost have to do it as a mini series.
That's what they're doing with Neil Young and Eric Clapton. But the thing is, they're still working a lot. And when you say waiting to die, yeah, we're waiting for some of it. Come on, fucking die already. We got to make a movie. The Dylan thing was not satisfactory to me. I'm a huge Dylan fan, and I thought, well,
part of that could be the fact that Dylan's still alive. Also,
exactly. That's my point. Wait till he dies, and then we can like do a real, I don't know, better, because you never know. He could come out with something great tomorrow, and then it wouldn't be included in the movie, right? Not that he's got it,
right. And that's when you have the miniseries or the documentaries. And as a matter of fact, right now, I would not. I would not. And Jackie's was smart in doing this. He has his one documentary, but if he's smart, he's already started because he has so much documentation of his life in comedy that he actually could shoot like be putting together a mini series like right now while he's still alive.
Jackie is one of these like what do they call him? What do they call him?
A white guy who grows pot in his attic.
No, like pack rat. Well, he's kind of a pack rat for memorabilia. Like he's got every autograph he ever got. That he's got a little building with on Jokeland there where he does this when he's on this program. It's like a converted old garage or something, but he has a garage also. But this building that is Jokeland, and it's filled with tapes and videotapes and audio tapes and records and
who's going to collect his answering machines? No. Who gets it?
I'm pretty sure those are still in his mother's house.
That's what I want to know. Who's going to get them?
The attic.
Does he have a will, and who gets the answering machines?
It should be me. Don't you think it should be me?
You're getting rid of the shit you got now. You don't need more shit. It has to be somebody young.
That's my shit. My shit is like it has value to me, but it doesn't have value to the world.
Okay, I'm only saying this because I think that John Slaptail Bierman should be the one to get the old answering machines.
Stop it! Stop it! He only Bierman he's only known him like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks,
5 weeks.
5 weeks. All right, just keep growing. Probably next week you're gonna tell me 6 weeks. Like,
I know, and then in a year it'll be like 59 weeks.
Right. Yeah. See, but I should get all of Jackie's stuff. Because I'm like Jackie's long lost pain in the ass. Right.
I just think that and here's the sad part though. Most of Jackie's stuff back then is hard copies of stuff. Now he's getting pictures on phones and there's no hard copies. So like the pictures of him with modern pictures, people aren't going to see them unless they see it on social media or other people's phones.
Thank you for reminding me. He sent me a picture of, I guess he wanted me to promote this. He's at Soul Joel's Saturday, November 8th. That's not for a couple of weeks yet.
Right.
Yeah. Now, when do we turn the clocks back? Do we turn the clocks back?
I think it's just coming. It's the first. I think it's the first weekend of November.
I'm going to be depressed. Are you ready for me to be? You've seen me be depressed year after year after year. That's not the. It's not
the worst part.
It's not the jolly Matt that you used to in the summertime. That's what I'm just saying. Go ahead.
I think that first of all, let's do okay.
Swan is already in his will and will be opening for him on the road. Me?
Swan.
Yeah, but she's not my
talking about Jackie.
And she won't be opening for me on the road.
Talking about Jackie, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, Jackie?
Yeah.
Oh, I know Jackie. I'm in his will and I'll be opening for him on the road. Wait, no, that will be Swan, not me. Is that she's not in his will? Why?
Yes. And in California, clocks go back November 2nd.
Listen, Jackie says that to every female. Oh, I'll put you in my will. He's a dirty old man. I don't know if you know. I don't know if you know this about Jackie, but dirty old man. He's trying to get in your wife's pants.
See, clocks fall back November 2nd, and on November 3rd. Now, I don't want to announce this yet because, damn it, I've been given 3 dates, and each date didn't turn out. It's almost like the Rapture. The release date for when
and the Rock is gonna tomorrow is the Rock Day.
Well, Alan Katz and I have a podcast that we're working on, and I've had 3 dates that we were going to start dropping them, and now I have another date in November, and initially we we're going to drop it in September.
Are you on your birthday, November 19th? That's when.
No. It's scheduled to drop on the anniversary of my father's death.
Somebody get a screenshot of my shocked face.
Because that's also the Trump blowjob, Mike, Palladium Mike picture.
What is your father's death day?
November 3rd.
No, it was September. It was
September. It was the 3rd of September, but now that's
Well, you
gone.
did
So
do
it's
November. I guess it was the 3rd
the
of
3rd of
November. It
November.
still
Yeah,
works.
that's how I used to sing it when I was a kid. I used to sing it was the 3rd of November.
All right.
And they always remember that was the day my daddy died.
All
And
right.
considering how my father had a meandering penis, it was so close.
Meandering penis.
Yeah.
Meandering.
Now this is a sticking point for myself and Dylan, because Dylan says no, it should be wandering penis.
Yeah, that's the wandering Jew.
And I think that's the Jew in him saying that.
Yeah.
Wandering.
That's
and I'm
exactly
like, no, meandering. I like meandering better. And so I still say meandering, even though he says it should be wandering. Wandering is funnier. It's like, I'm not going to say wandering. I'm going to say meandering because I like the way it sounds.
But the Jews
it's my
laugh.
material.
Don't you want the Jews to laugh?
The Jews will laugh.
They won't laugh. They'll laugh more if you say wandering. I speak on behalf of my people, the Jews.
Now, if I go with wandering and I really wanted to tie into the Jews, then I have to go through my father's penis going through the desert for 40 years. And believe me, my father's penis never hit a dry spot for 40 years. No fucking way was it wandering. That's why it's meandering.
Well, yeah. So wandering, the difference between wandering and meandering. Wandering means going like anywhere, and meandering means to move in a winding or indirect course. Similar
intercourse, right? Indirect intercourse.
Aimlessly wandering, aimlessly wandering without a clear purpose. So wandering is part of meandering.
It's a subset.
Like,
wandering is a subset of
what
meandering.
What the fuck am I listening to? I know. I'm sorry. You're listening to me talk about the meanings of words that nobody really cares about. That's what you're listening to. Welcome to the I'm Listening to Nothing show. Yeah, 1440. I want to go through some of these because this is, again, it's calling itself a news site. Here are the featured topics today.
Thank you, Anne. Anne agrees with me. Meandering is a funny word.
She's not Jewish.
I don't care about whether or not just the Jews get the joke.
You're a Jew hater.
I'm not a Jew hater. I said I don't care. There's a difference.
You don't care about the Jews.
There's an indifference. So
you're a Hamas supporter.
If they laugh at my jokes, yes.
I think you'd have to translate it into, what do they speak?
There was somebody who was actually translating some of my material into
Hamas. Hamas is not allowed.
Arabic.
Oh, Arabic. Is that what they speak? Do you know? We don't know.
Maybe Farsi. I don't know. There's probably multiple tongues. I'm going to assume it's Arabic because that's what he was teaching. He was teaching Arabic, and he was using my material to teach English to Arab-speaking children.
Wow.
Young adults, rather. It was an adult. English is a second language class.
I was going to say, you don't want to.
No. English as a second language class, and he was translating some of my material from English to Arabic to teach. He was using it to teach Arabic speaking people English.
All right.
And that's not like I claim to fame, but I was honored the sheer fact that they're using my material, the way I use the English language to teach people how not to speak English.
I want to go through these featured topics because I'm baffled. This is a news site. This is where you're supposed to 1440. What is it? Join 14. Oh no, it's 1440.com. You can go there, and then they will prompt you to join. And it doesn't cost anything to join. And like, they're not a sponsor. It doesn't cost anything to join. But these are featured news topics for today. And I want to just kind of reflect on why this might be the number one news topic for today. Are you ready? Where's my drum roll? We have a drum roll, don't we?
Number one news topic today probably be Melissa hitting Jamaica as a Category 5.
You would think, right? It was just a Category 2 a couple of days ago. Now it's a Category 5. Some people are saying the worst storm that ever
actually make landfall in Jamaica.
Yeah.
Well, at least since 1935, I think.
So if you're looking at for cola nuts, they might be a little hard to find. These are cola
They'll be floating.
Yeah. These are uncola nuts.
Try making that out of a cola nut.
Hurricane Melissa, now stronger than Katrina, is closing in on Jamaica, Queens. Not really. Jamaica, the island. Okay, that's a terrible thing. You know what? Melissa's bad news. I could tell you Melissa's bad news from experience.
No, but she was a very good song for the Allman Brothers.
Yeah,
and she was sweet.
But she was the one. Not the one. Well, I don't want to go there. Just.
But like Trump says, hurricanes must be ugly because I've never seen a 10.
Freight trains go by like hurricanes, right? Much faster things. That's in. Oh,
Hurricane was also a fighter.
Oh no, that's the wrong song.
It's a Bob Dylan song, Hurricane.
So the number one news topic on 1440 right now, barbecue. All right, figure out what the fuck that means.
Oh God, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
they were using the parts of those Venezuelan people that washed up on shore. They're using to make barbecue.
That's so weird. Why is barbecue
salt? Because the salt water in those body parts is salted meat now, and so they're using it's now creating a new craze of salted meat barbecue. Yes, I remember that now. I read about that.
Wow, I'm stuck.
Salted meat barbecue.
But is that news? That's like big news. I don't know.
I think the news part is that they're using the Venezuelan bodies for it.
I'm not going to click on it because if I'll get taken away to another. And then
don't click on it. It's clickbait.
The second featured topic: Frank Lloyd Wright.
The Wright brothers?
Wrong. That's
second baseman for the Mets?
No, that's the wrong brother. The architect. Architects may come in. Architects may go in. Never change your point of view. When I run dry, I stop a while and think of.
But they do change your point of view because if they build a building right in your line of sight, it's changing your point of view.
Frank Lloyd Wright. I know of a couple of buildings that were designed. He liked those elevated kind of. I don't know. Whatever. But why is news? That's not news.
Did he die?
He's been dead recently? For years.
Recently. That's what I'm saying. Recently, did he die recently?
70s or so, 60s or something. He died, right? Where? Next is Salvador Dali again.
Why are you watching this? Obviously, it's not news.
Right.
Is this one of those on this day things? Like on this day in the news?
No.
Like they all died on this day or something?
The Beat Generation. The Beat Generation, I'm thinking is like 50s.
No, I'm thinking that's like when you first discover your penis.
The Beatniks.
That Beat Generation.
Yeah. Now Bob Dylan is one of the top. I know because the film, right? And Bruce Springsteen. There's a Bruce Springsteen film out now that everybody's talking about it. Gotta go see the Bruce Springsteen.
Right, with that guy. Was it Jeremy White?
I don't know.
I knew him from Shameless, and he's in The Bear.
I think it was. Wasn't it? No, maybe I'm wrong. That Bradley Cooper? No, it's not him. No, not him.
No, it's some kid. Some kid. It's an actor who was in Shameless, and he was in The Bear. He is in The Bear. I think his name is Jeremy White.
And I think you're right about that. No,
what?
I think you are. Well, if I think you're right, you're probably wrong. If I think you're right.
Okay, yeah, because I don't know. I don't get many pop culture references.
Right. But so he was saying that Springsteen, when they were filming it, Springsteen was there on the set.
Right. Matter of fact, according to something that I saw Springsteen say, when he was notified that they were making the movie, when they found out they were making the movie, he goes, "This is the guy I want to play me."
That's got to be weird. I mean, how do you do that? Like the guy's sitting right there. Now you're gonna try to do an impersonation of him, sort of, right?
I'm just upset that he didn't ask me to play him. But then again, I don't know any of his songs. I know one of his songs, but I don't know. I've never played it. I've never played it. Well, deliberately. If I had to think of if I had to think of one of his songs, it's the one that goes in the middle. It goes like 1, 2, 3, 4. The first chance power drive. No place left to hide.
You know what's fucked up? I know that song. Yeah, I know that song. That's fucked up.
That's the one song I know of his. Now I know he wrote "Blinded by the Light," but Manfred Mann's version is the one I know.
All right, what's now? Sing the line.
What?
Okay. The line.
The line.
Yeah.
Wrapped up like a
blinded by the light. The next line that comes up there.
Wrapped up like a deuce. The Runner in the Night.
Now, did you say douche?
Deuce. It's a car, like a
Yeah,
deuce and a quarter.
okay, you know, all right. Because I have gotten into so many arguments with people like that over that line. They insist it's douche. I'm like, no, I've heard from Bruce Springsteen specifically say that it's a deuce, a two-seater car is what he wrote there.
Oh, two-seater car. See, when it said deuce, see, I was thinking a deuce and a quarter. That's why I thought it was a car. I didn't realize it was because the deuce and a quarter is a huge fucking.
A sports car, like a Corvette has 2 seats in it, and Alfa Romeo.
Right.
Has 2
Okay.
seats.
All right. Yeah. See, because like I said, I don't follow his music, and so that thing about rap, like a deuce, I was thinking being black, deuce and a quarter.
People who only know it from Manfred Mann, because I think Manfred Mann did sing douche, wrapped up like a douche.
No, I just think that's just the way. I just think it was their accent.
Well, you know, this is a lie. This is a lie, right? Hey, I checked your stream. Great content. Lie.
Yeah.
Not great content. Shitty
yeah,
content.
if you're telling the truth, use your real name, Mr. Hoof.
Yeah.
Hoof.
Oh no!
Fuck off.
I'm giving you free advertising for your little bot sales that you're doing. I can help you grow fast with 1K followers, 100 views, and 25 subs.
I got your 1K follower right here. 1K.
Yeah. I don't really care about Kick. I don't know. We're on Kick just in case somebody's there and they might stumble upon it. They might kick themselves in the foot and then stumble upon it.
They kick themselves in the ass for watching it.
Yes.
Fuck off.
But you know, you don't have to say great content, because then if you came on and said,
lying.
hey, I checked your stream, it's shitty content, maybe you could get more followers by doing better content, you'd have some more
And
credibility.
we would agree with you, but it's not our fault that sometimes guests aren't here. We can't make people show up. We can invite people on, but we can't make them show up.
I could listen. I could go out and get you a.
Well, that's true. You could, but they'd be subpar.
A comedian who's been doing it for a day and a half.
Yeah,
I'm a comedian. I went on stage once.
I know a good number of comedians who've been doing it for a good long time, and I keep inviting on. And I honestly begin to think they just don't want to be on the same air as me.
Yeah, well, I can't.
I know. Because it's not like this is the only thing I've invited them to or on or for, and they just keep saying no. So fuck them.
All right. Where are we? I just want to see the politics news on 1040, and then because that's why they're that's how they got me. They said non-biased, nonpartisan news where you can actually trust it. Oh, he's here.
And that's what they're doing. You see, nonpartisans, and that they'll talk about politics. Nonpartisan, they're going to talk about records and comedy.
All right. You want me to play a video, or should I? Well, I don't know what I gotta go.
What's the video of?
I don't know. I don't have one ready. I got to go sell a guitar to this guy who's here. It'll be really quick, probably. I told him.
Oh no. Well, okay. Well, if you're going to do that, why don't I shit? Did I do that?
Why don't I 666? Is that what you just said? 666? I don't.
No, I said shit.
Oh.
Okay. Because I don't know.
Shit sounds like 666 in a little bit. It's six shitty 666.
Okay.
Right.
Well, let's do this. Last night I did a bit. I was at Ron's Mr. Tongue open mic. And I told a story last night. And while you're doing it, I will tell the same story. But as I start the story, when I start the story, basically I need a man's name and a woman's name just so I can change the identity of the people in it, because two of the people, it's a true story, and I didn't want their names out there. So. But instead of trying to wait for people to send me a man's name and a woman's name, I'm going to use Anne for the woman's name because that's on Gubs. And the man's name, I'm going to use, let's go to the other side here. The first man's name I see is Eddie. Okay.
All right. I got to go do this. You just have fun. I'll be back.
Okay. All right. So this is from.
Take the wheel. Jesus, GD, take the wheel.
Okay. This is from last night. Pretty much. Okay, my wife and I have been friends with Anne Okay. Yeah, my wife Carol has been friends with Ann since they were like kids. They were like really close. And about 22 years ago, her friend Ann married Eddie. And so now Carol and Ann get together, and Eddie is a third wheel. So now 20 years ago, I come along, and actually, is it 20 years ago? 2020, 2003, 22. I'm going to say 20 years to make the math work, but it's actually longer. 20 years ago, I come along, and now I'm thrown into the mix. And so because Carol and Ann are best friends, Eddie, they think that Eddie and I need to be best friends as well. Okay. And we don't have a choice in this. So because of how close of Ann and Carol are, Eddie and I are now getting caught up in this. And so what they do is they want us to I think they try to set us up on a blind date. Okay. So my wife Carol says, I think the two of you will be perfect together. The two of you are so much alike. He wants to save the planet, and you want to save the planet. So okay, two people can want to save the planet and not want to be a part of each other's world. And Carol says, he's kind and you're kind, and two people can both be kind. That doesn't mean they're going to be kind to each other. And then she says, he's funny and you're funny. And just because two people are funny doesn't mean they're going to find each other funny. And another selling point she had was, his last name is Henderson. Your last name is Fenderson. Okay, that's supposed to be a selling point. That's why we should be friends. Now, rhyming last names does not mean that you're going to get along. Because I know people who have the exact same last name as I do, and my family hates me. So rhyming a name doesn't mean shit. And then my wife Carol comes up with the final piece, the final reason, her best reason, her closer as to why Eddie and I should be friends. She says, well, both of you belong to Mensa. Okay. My membership at Mensa is wobbly at best. And it's because they wanted to dismember me after I married my first wife. Their letter said, quote, obviously, you're not as intelligent as we thought you were because of I married my first wife, because of who my first wife was. Okay. So introducing two men who both belong to Mensa is like introducing two porn stars and expecting them not to bring up penis size. Okay. They want to feel secure because a penis is like a password. The longer and harder it is, the more secure you feel. So my wife Carol says, Eddie's IQ is 165. What's your IQ? 150. 150. Ooh. It seems larger. Well, it's not the size of the intellect, it's the notions you're emoting. My wife wants me to feel better about having a smaller IQ than Eddie. So, but I know what she's thinking. See, she's thinking that Eddie's IQ is huge and my IQ is just average. So, Carol and Ann are convinced that Eddie and I are going to like each other. In fact, they're so convinced that the first time I meet Eddie is the four of us are having a long weekend together. I mean, what could go wrong, right? What could possibly go wrong? And thank you. I'm glad you think this is the worst story you've ever heard. But it's the one I'm telling. So fuck off. No. So what could go wrong? Nothing. Eddie and I loved each other. We were like brothers from another mother. And it's been like, we've been friends for like 20 years, real close friends for like 20 years. And then one day, Ann calls Carol, and she goes, Carol, Eddie and I are splitting up. I caught him cheating. It's like, fuck. Now I have to break up with Eddie because we can't stay friends now. I mean, if Eddie was cheating, he must have told me, right? Because we're like brothers, And so that was what my wife was thinking. And my wife said, "So did you know? Did you know that?"
Your wife just know I saw my baby. My baby's gone. He took my baby.
No, you did it wrong. It's Dingo took my baby.
The worst story I have ever heard about it was a baby. I'm gonna need a moment. All right, moment's over. What was the story? I missed the worst story you ever told. Something about I don't know. What'd you do? You ruined my show.
Well, it wasn't finished yet, but that's fine. That's okay. You're back.
We had 4 million viewers when I left. Now it says 11.
Wow. No, I was just talking about my wife and her close friend, her close friend, her and her husband.
She's got a close friend named
No, I didn't want to give her real name, so I'm using Ann as her friend's name. And her husband Eddie, because my wife and Ann were friends, they thought that Eddie and I should be friends.
Oh, here you go.
And they were hooking us up to be best friends.
Eddie. I don't like Eddie already. Get Eddie out of my house.
And so I was just telling him all the things that my wife was trying to set us up like it's a blind date, talking about, oh shit, somebody's got cash. Yeah. Somebody's going to push patak.
No, I can't. I'm not allowed. I have to quit the weed. I don't know if you
have another stroke. You quit the weed, and then we got to listen to you. I'm dying. I'm having many strokes. My heart palpitating. I
had an MRI and now elephant, chicken, tiger. I got it all wrong. Elephant, chicken, tiger.
Cameraman, woman, person.
I challenge the whole world to an IQ test. Fucking money. All right. So you and Eddie shouldn't hang out. I forbid you and Eddie to be friends.
Well, that's just it. We became like really good friends. It turns out that we were like good friends for like 20 years.
Wow.
I mean, really, for 18 years, we're like really, really good friends. And then we're always texting each other and stuff like that. And then my wife's friend says, Eddie and I are splitting up. So that means Eddie and I have to split up as well, because I can't stay friends with Eddie if Carol and her friend Ann are still friends and Ann is divorcing Eddie. I can't stay friends with Eddie. I have to choose sides.
Right.
And that's what the story was about. No.
All right. So Eddie is going to be on the program tomorrow. Oh,
No. No, see, because when they broke up, I did not maintain my friendship with Eddie because I believed in all of my heart that they were going to just break up again. And I was not going to start friendships with him again and have them break up and then have to break up the friendship again. So I never maintained.
It would be too painful for you to break up with Eddie again. Well, I think you're wrong. I'm just going to say I would have stayed very close. I would have been even closer with Eddie. I would have had him over every fucking day just to rub it in their face. Yeah, Eddie's still here. I don't know.
You know something? Screw you, John. You said it was the boringest story ever told. Oh, not the worst story you've ever heard. And now you're going to give me advice on bros and hoes? No. If you were a true bro, you would have not trashed my story.
No, I think he's right though. I'm sorry. I would have been on Team Eddie. I would have had again. Every time that woman came over, she'd be seeing me and Eddie hang out and like, hey, Eddie's new girlfriend is here and she's fucking hot.
Now, see, now Now that's how I had to be because of.
And your story sucked. You're a bad bro, homie, and your story sucked. Ooh, I love it. We got war here within the Mind Dog universe, the universe of Mind Dog TV. We are having a little team.
Now I have friends who have divorced. I mean, I do have friends who have divorced, and I stayed friends with both sides because they were my friends. It didn't involve my wife. You know, like my friends, like I've two of my close friends. They got divorced. They're both remarried, and I'm friends with both sides. You know, with both of them.
Man,
I talked to.
I had this conversation with Dex Stanhope because it's in my mind now because he was friends with Johnny Depp, and Amber Heard like hated him. She was suing him and stuff. We were talking about this, and like he became part of their whole lawsuit, whatever, fucking very public breakup. I had something similar, although not with famous people. Girl who was the singer in my band and one of my best friends who's now no longer a friend at all because he's a fucking Trump loyalist. They were together, like they got together, they lovey-dovey, blah blah blah. Then they break up, and both of them are fucking dissing each other to me, like big time.
Right.
And I like he's gay, she's a fucking cheating slut, whatever. And I'm like, you know, you're gonna get back together again, and now I'm gonna have both of you just fucking dissing each other in my head, like you're saying, nobody's gonna forget the shit that you said about him or you said about her when you're back together. And sure enough, they got back together. It's like, so all that shit was lies, or tell me that, or was all that stuff you were to is he gay? Is she fucking a slut? What's going on? It's just not good. Don't when you break up with somebody, don't fucking bash them to your friends. Don't tell them because you know you're gonna get back together again, and then your friends are just gonna think bad things about your spouse or whatever.
And that was, and eventually I would have gotten to that part of the story, but never didn't matter.
Oh, but yeah, John says, and I'm
not okay.
I'm not going to take sides within the Mind Dog universe here. But I think he's right that you're a bad bro. You should Eddie should have moved into your house at that point.
Hell no.
Yes, he
hell
should.
no.
He should. Him and his brand new hot girlfriend. Speaking of hot girlfriend.
No, that's just it. He never got a hot girlfriend. He was cheating on his wife, but not with a hot girlfriend.
Oh. Well, if you're going to cheat on your wife, it's got to be with a hot girlfriend. What do you, a hot woman anyway? No?
Well, see, here's the thing. I don't know because I was not involved in the cheating. I never saw the person he was cheating with.
You are a bad friend. Bad friend.
That's okay.
Bad friend.
That's okay.
All right. Stop playing for a second. I want to, can I show you something? Can I?
Oh, no, I'm not falling for that again. Mr. Matt CK.
No, open
CK Napo.
Close your eyes, open your mouth, stick out your tongue.
CK Napo. I'm not falling for that shit again.
I want to show you this one because this is you're gonna get a see, look at this. You see this? Is
that a robot?
One more time. Oh.
I don't understand. What are they looking at?
That girl wasn't real.
Okay, that's what I said. Was that a robot?
Yeah, she's a fucking AI robot. She looked pretty real, pretty human, right? Yeah,
one of the things because I instantly thought it was a robot.
Yeah, it is.
So how real was she? Well, my first impression was she's a robot.
Yes, she's a robot. So
obviously there was something not human about her that I picked up on within a couple of seconds of seeing a video.
That's fine, but again, you talk about Tony Robbins. AI is moving so fast. That's pretty fucking. It was you picked up on something that yes, she's a robot, but that's now. Imagine 6 months from now or whatever. This was at a one of these trade shows or conventions for the latest AI stuff. I don't know what the cost on that was, but a woman who can look as hot as you want and doesn't complain.
I had that.
How about that?
I had that. Okay, she may have complained. I just wasn't listening. He just turned your fucking ears off. It's called selective listening.
Now, why the guy stick his finger in their mouth? That's what I want to know. He stuck his finger in their mouth. Like, what's that about? You didn't stick something in him. You know what I'm saying. You don't know what that's about?
No.
I bet he just put his hands on the tits like this. If you're gonna do it, go full. I don't know. Go give him a rip. Rip and a twist. And let's see if she just stands there. That's the test to see how your robot reacts.
You try to tune in AM FM and turn up the volume. Look, try to get 1440 on that sucker. That's right. That was the same, right?
There you go. Need to know. Arrest in the Louvre heist. Was that part of the Rev's news headlines and punchlines this morning?
What?
The Louvre museum.
They caught the Rev didn't talk about that. They caught him.
They caught him, yeah. Trump's Asia trip is in the news. Now, Japan, I don't know. Japan wants the military again. Didn't we stop them from having like their own big time?
It's limited in scope.
Huh?
It's limited in scope. They can have a military. It's just limited in size.
So they don't have enough mouthwash. Is that what you're saying?
Right. I think they have to use Listerine.
New menopause drug. I got to get this. Don't you got to get this new menopause drug? You probably coming up soon, right? It's a fucking nightmare. It's hot. It's cold. It's cold. It's hot. So that's it. Those are the big. In sports, the Dodgers 18th inning win on Freddie Freeman's 18th inning home run to win the game. Dodgers up 2-1 now.
18th inning.
18th inning.
Damn.
They will try 1-1 in 18 innings. How about that?
That's some serious. That's either really good pitching and fielding, or really bad hitting.
Yeah.
Well, or a combination of both.
Great pitching. I mentioned yesterday the Dodgers have bought all these Japanese pitchers. Who knew that the Japanese had such great pitchers? I mean, Mets had and Dodgers first. Nomo, who he was good for one season, and then people figured him out, and then no good. I mean, but all of a sudden they got these pitchers that are just lights out.
Well, they're lower to the ground, so they have a lower release point. You don't see the ball coming.
I think they the stereotype of the short Japanese guys. I think that's a thing of the past. They're some tall Japanese.
No, just the pitchers are short.
Oh,
if you look at the pitchers, I think they're all 4'2". I have no fucking idea. Now the Japanese have they have their first female prime minister.
I did not know that.
And Trump met her. Trump met with her, and he probably said something like, he probably would have said, I wouldn't fuck her. I wouldn't rape her on my best day. That's probably what Trump said.
This is the thing. He talks about rape like it's a thing of like sexual attraction, or it's a fucking violent thing. It's not about sex. I mean, this is something I know because I don't know if you know this about me.
But you were raped by a black girl when you were 5 years old in kindergarten.
If you call getting punched in the face rape, yes.
Well, she said, "Here, suck on this." No. She started fisting you. You were fisted by a black girl.
My face definitely got fucked up. Definitely.
Matt got fisted by a black girl.
You're never gonna let me. Yeah, I was in therapy and I was almost to the point where I forgot that, but you're not gonna let me forget that. You're just gonna keep reminding me of it every day for eternity.
Yes, every day I'm gonna remind you that you got fisted by a black girl in elementary school.
But you don't remember her name, thank God. Because
it won't take me much effort to find out her name. I just go back in the show.
Oh yeah, that's true.
But I just don't feel like doing that kind of research. I'm just going to say black girl fisted you in elementary school.
All right.
And I'm going to make it a short, so I got to write down this time.
It's almost like I handed GD a voodoo doll of me. In science and technology, ExxonMobil sues California over the state's climate disclosure laws, alleging it violates the First Amendment by forcing the company to agree to its position on climate change.
That's not First Amendment.
I don't know.
It's not a First Amendment issue. I don't care how they twist it. It's not a First Amendment issue.
All right. Sleep researchers find regions of the brain controlling movement and sensory input on during non-REM periods, helping the body stay awake aware of the outside world during rest. I don't know. See that you're sleeping, but you know I don't know what's going on around me when I'm sleeping. Do you?
It depends on what state of REM you're in, because there are there are times when I'm asleep that I'm aware of things, and then there's my deep sleep, and you can move my body to another room, another country, if you can do it within those few moments that I'm in my deep sleep, and I have no fucking idea.
Yeah.
And then there's times when I'm in a deep sleep, but what's going on the outside world becomes part of my dreams. So the two, and then I have to say to myself, wait a second, I know this is a dream. Something must be happening.
I know that's called lucid dreaming, right? No, I know this is a dream.
I thought that was lucifering. When you refer to things, lucidly refer to things outside of your. Okay, never mind. I was wrong.
Yeah. Oh, wait. That's a B. All right. At
one point, Matt's going to have this 90-second short, and it's just going to be me saying, I was wrong. I made a mistake. I was wrong. I made a mistake.
You're wrong. I'm not going to have that loop.
I stand corrected. So it's not going to be 90 seconds. Is that what you're saying?
I'm not going to have that loop. I'm just not. I'm not. I won't do it. I refuse to loop. I got some dude in Facebook yesterday. He has some music group, and he was saying that if I find out you use AI, I'm going to out you as fake to the entire world, because he doesn't like AI. And I didn't behave myself. I don't know if this is a shock.
Well, you didn't have to find out that you used AI. You told people that you use AI.
Exactly.
It's not finding out.
Yeah. But he's going to out them as fake. I said, well, as somebody who has made more records than I can count, more recordings than I can count, I've done most of them over 50 years not using AI, and I've done a few with AI. I said, if you're going to go down this road, let's start with multi-track recording and punching in. Isn't that fake? When that's something that you couldn't get right. You weren't getting it right, so we punched it in line by line. Is that fake? Is loops and samples? Isn't that fake? You're using loops and stuff from other people's records. Isn't that fake? In drum machines, your drummer's not playing that. Isn't that fake? Let's go down like all the avenues where recorded music in general is not
video. Or when they lip sync in concerts,
multi-track recording, all of it.
And it's to me, this is the big fuck Milli Vanilli, whatever their name is. Yeah. But this is the one that upsets me, because this is sexist and this is just distasteful. CNC Chocolate Factory, the woman with that great voice who's singing, Everybody Dance Now. That woman is like a heavy-set, big-chested woman, big, full-figured woman. But for the video, they had this woman, like this little sexy thing, lip-syncing it, not singing. But everybody thought that was the person singing. That is disgusting.
That's definitely fake. You're
taking credit for
somebody else's work. Yeah.
Yeah, because she was heavy-set, they didn't want her on the video. That's sick and disgusting.
Oh, so it's fat shaming.
Well, like with Boy George, the woman, what's her name? It's Helen Terry, the woman who did the female part in Church of the Poison Mind. You saw her. He's like, no, she sang it. We're putting her in the video. Yeah. I know who Helen Terry was. There was no big girl shaming on that.
The one that got by for like almost 30 years, I think, that nobody even realized was Carla DeVito, who's married to Robbie Benson. She's in the Meatloaf video for Paradise by the Dashboard Light. That's not her singing on the record. Everybody thinks that's her singing on the record. And she lip synced it in the actual video that was famous. It was, I forget the woman's name now, but a short blonde girl who actually did those parts. She lost her voice because she had nodes on her voice and had surgery or something. and she's not in the video, and everybody thought that was Carla DeVito for years.
And that's a shame because she's not singing anymore, and she's not how should I put it, associated with her work.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's far more worth of
egregious. That's more egregious than
worthy of being outed and called out on. Is something like that where you're just posing that somebody else did the work and you're taking the credit for it. That's totally on a different level of multi-tracking or drum machines, or I used the tools that were available to create a piece of art. And I got back on my soapbox saying the value of the art is in the person listening to it or viewing it. And if it makes them feel something and they are willing to put down their good money for it, who are you to tell them, don't buy that? I don't like the way they made it. It's not in the way they made it. It's in the emotional impact. And I will go as far as saying 99.99999% of the AI stuff that is being put out there is not creating any emotional impact. It's not creating any spiritual impact. It's not giving anybody anything to find value in it. But if they do find value in it, it's not my place to say, hey, you shouldn't find value in that. You shouldn't cry over that lyric because AI created that lyric or something.
Now, of course, Matt's logic does not apply to buying blood diamonds because little African children are being forced to mine diamonds in Africa. But when the diamonds hit America, they bring such a beautiful sentiment to some rich person's face. It make them smile because of the diamonds. It doesn't.
I think you can do both. You can buy the diamond. If you got enough money to buy the diamond, you should have enough money to go over there and say, "Hey, wait a minute. We got a problem here. Get these kids out of the fucking diamond mine. Let's hire."
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying it. I'm trying to say it's not the same.
I get it. Yeah. But I think you can do both. You can both appreciate the rock, and I don't get any fucking joy out of looking at rocks anyway. Diamond, gold, whatever. It's all dirt to me. But I think you can do both. You can enjoy and say that was wrong that you used fucking kids and slave labor or whatever. Fuck. Yeah, I mean, I feel the same way every time I eat a good piece of chocolate. I know it's a fucking good piece of chocolate. I know they were using slave labor over wherever they got this fucking cocoa from, but it still tastes good. Sorry. But and then I'm a hypocrite because I don't do anything about it. I don't go over there and say, "Hey, stop using slaves."
So it'd be like somebody being on Epstein's island going, hey, "I know this is a minor, but hey, she's really cute, and I'm not going to get minors like this at home."
She's mining diamonds over for.
Yeah, I'm not going to get a minor like this at home.
Yeah. 13 investment errors you should avoid. No, I'm not investing in it.
Yeah, losing money. That's the first one.
You're investing in a guitar and you can have the sound of some dude. It's disgusting. I will be actually crying like that as soon as we get off the air here. My favorite guitar of all time. What's wrong with me?
And you like the misery, I guess. I don't know. I really don't know what's wrong with you. I don't know what's wrong with you.
I'm just saying in one particular area there, because if we were going to go down on what's wrong with me, we would be here for eternity. This would be a very.
I said this is only a 2-hour show. We'd have to do like 2 hours every day for years.
No, it would have to be at least 2 decades of nonstop. Therapy is what it would have to be, and then I figured out all the things.
We'd have to have therapists on shifts because you'd wear them out. They'd be like, I can't, and they'd be like, tag, bring in the left-handed relief therapist.
Oh, I got to go on Facebook Marketplace and mark that fucking guitar is sold. The thing is, once you put something on Marketplace, they never stop with the fucking questions. Where was it made? How long ago was it made? What's the serial number? Or what's the finish? What exactly is on? And so all these things now, I got drum sets on there. But like 2:00 in the morning, I'm getting fucking questions. The phone's buzzing. What's going on? Somebody's asking me questions about something on Marketplace. Like, leave me alone, man. Leave me a fucking alone. I just want to sell it. You want to buy it? Come and get it. So
it's funny. Oh, damn it!
What?
I just realized something.
Uh-oh.
My brother, I gave my brother a Tuskegee Airman GI Joe. When I got mine, I got him one also. I need 3. If I'm going to leave one to each of my nieces and nephews, I only have 2. I need to find where my brother's, because nobody knows where my brother's stuff is. I want my Tuskegee Airman back.
It's buried with him. You got to dig him up.
No, he was cremated.
Oh, it's burned with him then. You got to unburn him.
And the thing is, my brother went through so many issues with drugs and alcohol that he
then we
probably
got to
just sold
smoke
every
him.
fucking, yeah.
Put him in the pipe and smoke him.
Fuck.
Can we do that?
Man, that's why I hate giving shit to people who are fucking junkies, junkies and drug addicts, because they're not going to take care of this shit. Man, that pisses me off.
All right. Is that so? This GI Joe is what you're going to be crying over today?
Well, I'm not going to cry over it. I'm just going to be pissed about it because I want to find out where it went, and nobody knows. Nobody knows where stuff is.
All this drug talk is wanting me to making me want to get high.
I'm gonna reach out to my cousin, the one who found his body, and see where his stuff went.
I found my body.
See, and the thing is, his body was donated to science, and they cremated him.
My body's going to be donated to science fiction.
Because nobody's going to believe this shit.
Yeah, that's a Stephen Wright line. I'm stealing Stephen Wright lines here.
Okay, I probably wouldn't have recognized it.
Because it was poor delivery on my part. Very poor delivery.
No, DiGiorno.
All right. What about black cats? Why are black cats in the news? Is there something going on with black cats?
Halloween's coming up. And this is a time of year when people harm black cats a lot this year. Oh yeah. It's a white thing mainly.
How black cats became Halloween's mascot? Well, it was like a witch's thing, wasn't it? I don't know.
It's just bullshit, whatever it was.
Oh, bullshit.
Because I'm trying to remember now. Because we talked about this in myths and shit back when I was starting to be a minister about witches familiars and stuff like that. And the black cat I don't remember how it became a witch's familiar. I don't remember. It doesn't matter. Save the black pussies is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Be good to black pussy is what I'm trying to say.
All right. Today in history, first of the federal papers was published 1787. President Theodore Roosevelt was born on this day, 1858. New York City's first underground subway line opened in 1904.
But when was the Underground Railroad opened?
1861, maybe. I don't know. Egyptian President Anwar Sadat and Israel Prime Minister Menachem Begin jointly awarded a Nobel Peace Prize this day in 1978 because they created lasting peace in the Middle East. Remember?
Right. No.
Yeah. Speaking of that, Hamas is not going along with this Trump peace deal, right? Is that what's? Do I have that right? You know, you're the guy.
I don't know. I'm talking to my wife. I wasn't listening to you. My wife is
your wife?
Yeah.
What's going on? She's telling you Eddie's back. Why is Eddie?
No.
Why is Eddie sleeping on our couch? Is that it? Why is Eddie sleeping on the couch?
No, because that will never happen.
Why? You don't like Eddie? Eddie's a good guy.
So okay. Eddie, because we were friends, when he got caught cheating, my wife instantly started quizzing me whether or not I was cheating also. Because if he's cheating, I must have been cheating too. It's
you didn't help yourself yesterday, but go ahead, continue. We'll get to that point later on. Go ahead, continue.
What do you mean I didn't help myself yesterday?
Well, yeah. First of all, yesterday you told the story about the girl who you could have fucked with your first wife, and then she died a couple of days. I want to know, is that story in any of your specials? because that's a very fucking good story. I don't like to give you compliments.
No, I've used it. I've told it, but it's not in any. It's not any of the official canon.
I want to say this. Write this down. I believe, and we should test this. There's some way we could test this. I think even Blind Mike would crack up at that fucking story. It's a fucking great story if delivered right. But I think even Blind Mike would I think he'd laugh out loud at that story.
I've told it. I've told it. Like I said many times. I've told it a few times on stage, and my wife has heard it. So it's not like it's a secret or anything. But now, if you ask me if she's remembered it, I won't.
You kind of outed yourself as a guy who would cheat if you thought you couldn't get caught, because it sounds like the way you told it, it's like, I didn't do it because the only reason you didn't do it was because you knew you could get caught.
Right.
If you believed you were not going to get caught, the inference would
consequences. It's the consequences. It's not the morality. It's the consequences.
The inference is if you think there were going to be no consequences, you might do it.
Right. If I didn't think it would hurt my wife, then sure. But I know it would hurt her, so no.
If she found out, but if you know she was never going to find out.
Well, right. That's what I'm saying. It would hurt her. So I wouldn't do anything. I wouldn't do something that would hurt her.
Even if you were sure she'd never find out. And
I'm not sure. I don't see my belief, and this is how I raised the kids. This is how I raised my stepchildren. No matter what secret you think you're keeping, assume that at least one other person is going to know. And then they can't keep a secret. So whatever you do, trust that it's not going to stay a secret. Somebody's going to find out.
Don't say that because that would kill that fucking story about the girl.
No, this is how I raised my kids. This is how I raised the children. I said, so if you think you have a secret, you don't. Something always comes out.
I would agree with that. But I don't know. What I don't know, I don't know.
And sometimes, and I told them, and I challenged my like the kids that try to keep a secret from me. Go ahead, and they couldn't because is this something inside? You can't keep a secret. So don't do something that you're afraid is going to come out, because it's going to come out.
Unless they die in a car crash the next day.
Yeah, but that's secret. But I would have known.
All right. Somebody saying, is it Brandon who's saying the stream on Facebook's not working?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Why?
He said it stopped working. It was working. He said it stopped.
It says it's going here. What happened? Did they just figure out we suck? Is that what happened? They just figured it out. Well, shame on Facebook for figuring it out. Taking so long to figure it out. All right. I got to go be on a podcast today. Do you know that? Did you know that about?
Congratulations. Which one?
What one? What's it called? Podcastify? That's a dopey name. I'm sorry. It's not a dopey name. It's a great name, right?
So you're going on there to promote the music, the paint party, the what?
Podcast. What is it? It's to promote this. They wanted to talk to people who have podcasts, the hosts of podcasts. Does that include me? Because I don't have a digital broadcast, not a podcast. Even though the Mind Dog TV podcast.
Well, that'll be the first thing you tell them. You can say, let's discuss the difference between a podcast and a digital broadcast.
It's just semantics, because I don't want to be lumped in with all the fucking 8 billion other podcasters, right?
Okay.
That's the difference, isn't it? I mean, I don't really know. I mean, I know I'm the guy who came up with that nonsense.
And the thing is, in my mind, podcasting is kind of like Amway. I think of podcasting in the same sense.
You're going to sell me soap? Is that what?
No, it's like everybody had Amway, so nobody had any customers because you couldn't sell to yourself.
Oh, yeah, I barely remember Amway. Is that even around anymore?
I can ask. Siri, is Amway around anymore?
Tell GD to leave me alone. I'm napping. What the fuck? I've been too slacking on keeping tabs on her. Because, she doesn't like that I made her bite my finger.
Wow.
Well, to be fair, it was the finger I did scratch my ass with.
Okay. I need to find out how old this answer is, because I just typed in, is Amway still around? And it goes, yes. Is Amway still in business? Okay. Now, in many ways, Amway is the same company it was when lifelong friends Rich DeVos and J. Van Andel started it out of their basements in Michigan in 1959, blah, blah, blah. What has changed today? Company leaders, employees, independent business owners still want to help people live better, healthier, blah, blah, blah. Basically, it's saying it's still around. I just want to know how old this article is, but it's the Amway website.
You got exposed in here. Or what is that saying? I don't want to get exposed. Well, or exposed is what, a phony? Yeah, that's what I am. I don't know, exposed. Exposed is a bad word, isn't it? Or is it, I mean, if you're Louis C.K., exposing yourself is bad. But if you're a stand-up comedian who's going to work for nothing, exposure is also bad.
Matter of fact, that's the standard currency. Most comedians get paid in exposure. That never exposes them.
Exposure leads to frostbite.
That's true.
Yeah.
And everybody knows frostbite is a small town.
I'm not going on Discord. Isn't it Discord like it's like the dark web kind of thing, right? Discord is
they
like
can't even fucking spell private.
Yeah, no. You can't even spell what? Private?
Yeah.
Are you sure that's not supposed to be primate for me? Well, and they did it twice, right? Private.
4 times.
No, 3 times.
4 times.
4 times.
Yeah.
Maybe that's actually the link.
I don't think so. I think they mistyped it. I think they mistyped it and they just cut and paste it.
Do you think if I did go to Discord, I'd be the oldest person on Discord?
No, but you would be the oldest person on Discord with their... No, you don't have your own hair. Never mind. I was going to say with their own hair. Well, you got your own facial hair. That's yours.
I have my own hair.
It's in your back. No. Actually, you're not...
It's in a box on the shelf. I don't know what happened to it, but there was... I used to keep it in here to just throw on every once in a while. But it's my real hair. Ball hair, ass hair. All right. I guess we should end it. Tomorrow, Queen Elizabeth Croydon will be on with us. She's promoing the show. I'm not sure if it's the last. She's bringing a lot of people to this the satire Church of Satire thing, right? She's got a big show. And are you on that? Because she wants to kick your ass still. Oh no, she says she loves you. I got a voicemail saying how much she loves you. I don't know. Did you know I had that? She sent me a voicemail saying how much she loves you, and she doesn't want me to say bad things about her feelings towards you because she loves you. She has a lot of respect for you, and she wanted me to know that. So I would have thought you'd be on that show because it seems like she's got a lot of people on that show. Her and Bob Kitson will be on the show tomorrow. Bob wants to know, how long is the segment? I said, well, interview segments are usually about 45 minutes, but we play it by ear. If you think it sucks, we can bail after 2 minutes. He said, am I an interview segment? I was like, well, it's a conversation. It's not really an interview. I'm not like well, tell me about your greatest accomplishment or whatever. It's not an interview. It's not a job interview. It's a conversation. Why do we call it?
What would you say your best and worst qualities?
Yeah. Are you familiar with Bob and his
No.
work?
No.
Why not?
Until I haven't researched it.
But he's like from your neck of the woods.
Is he?
I think. I'm pretty
Because
sure.
Elizabeth does a lot of work in New York as well.
Really? How come I didn't know that? New York City? I never see her advertised as doing. I would go. I would travel all the way to New York City.
I think the thing that she hangs out at the most is called Bananas. I think Bananas. Is that a thing? See, I could research it and find out. I mean, I have
her be here tomorrow. We could ask her.
Yeah.
And I have to get this painting to her. You know, this painting I did for her, Total Eclipse of the Heart. I think she probably forgot about it. but I don't want to drive to DC. And
Mail
John, I'm thinking because Slaptail's painting is going to be done this week. And like, I don't know how to ship a painting. I've never done a shipped paintings before. Like, you have to take some precautions because somebody's going to put a fucking hole in it.
Go to next time you're out running about to Puspatuck. Stop in a Staples or an Office Depot or someplace like that, and or even the post office, and say, "I would like to ship this. What's the best way, the safest way?" And they'll let you know, because now the post office is probably not going to have a box big enough.
Probably going to cost me an arm and a leg, right? So then
I would say a testicle and 3 hairs.
Then I'm out of luck, because
you don't have any hairs.
Well, no, my wife keeps my testicles in a locked drawer, and I
didn't say it had to be your testicle.
Oh, can I borrow one of yours?
No, I need mine when I ship stuff.
What do you ship? You don't ship.
Oh my God!
You ship?
Yeah.
All right. You don't want.
I ship stuff. I have. Look, just because. Like, first of all, I sell these. These are the worst comedy special of all time trophies. I sell these for $15 a trophy.
What's the shipping associated with that?
$100.
Well, here's the reason. I'm not disbelieving that. One of the things I'm selling is this Line 6 multi-stomp modeler. It's got every kind of stomp box in the world modeled in here, right?
Right.
And I looked it up to get a description of it to put it on Facebook. Now, this thing sells new like $179 or something. I'm selling it for $60. But then I looked on like reverb.com and all. The shipping is $110. To ship this is $110.
No, fuck no. No.
Right. So
how much does it weigh? About what, 1.5 pounds, 2 pounds?
I would say maybe 2, 3, something like that. But definitely not like 5 pounds. No,
I could. It's like I can name that tune. I can ship that package for $5.
Yeah, I would think. Why is this so expensive to ship? That's what I want to know. Like,
and not only that, I could. Where is this shit? Let me. I keep boxes around just for that. Like this. It would probably fit in here. I have bubble wrap already. I have peanuts. I have.
I have no idea why I ever bought this. I haven't used pedals in ever. I think I tried this because it seemed like, I don't know. It's got a delay. What's it got? What's that other word? The next word in there?
Sustain. Compression.
Distortion, but I can't read the second word because my eyes are so bad. Distortion.
Does it still have the manual?
Filters. I do have the manual. I found the manual. Right. You know what? It's like a callback. I found the manual with the 1/2 ounce of weed, of Jackie's weed.
I thought you were going to say I found the manual with my CD player.
So it's got reverb, distortion, delays, all that kind of stuff. Is that pitchcraft? I can't see what that word is. Man, I got old man eyes. I don't know.
Just so you know, the Reverend's going to do "Let's Go Crazy" by Prince next week.
Is that a God song?
Yeah.
Get out of here. Get out of here. You know what? I'm glad you got ass raped in prison. Get the fuck off my shit. I'm sorry. It's in my natural fallback position.
You got it. So you graduated from skanks. You graduated from your mother's a skank whore.
Yeah. I don't want to say that about poor Prince. I'm gonna have to crazy. Now I'm gonna have to tune in. I was gonna not like pay attention, but I really want to know how "Let's Go Crazy" is a God song.
Yeah.
Was Prince a religious dude? Because U2, when he did U2, I could see, because they were pretty religious dudes, even though you wouldn't know that from like their music most. But they the Joshua Tree and all that kind of, I guess maybe.
But Prince, the Reverend's starting to run out of material again. He has to start researching songs again. And it's not like he's not finding songs, but a lot of them are stupid songs. like, okay, Jesus is just all right with me. If anybody doesn't know what that is, then they're stupid. Then
I don't
there's
know. I don't know what that is. I mean, I know it's a Doobie song.
right. And then there's like something in the sky, spirit in the sky. If you don't know what that is, you're stupid. It comes right out. He wants the songs that aren't so obvious. Yeah.
Is that the right song?
Or something. I can't.
When I die and they lay me to rest, gonna go to the place the best. So
I think Melania says, I want to be best.
What, you going to Red Lobster? Is that what you're talking about? Gonna go to
I think he means Best Buy.
Oh. All right. Yeah, let's go crazy. I'm gonna have to look that up by how that's a Jesus. Now, Jesus is just all right with me. It's just that's it. That is okay.
I don't know if there's any other song. Well, this is there goes like Jesus, he's my brother. Jesus, he's my friend. Jesus.
So you like Jesus? In other words, we'll get it.
Yeah.
Okay, song's over.
That's what I said. So he's not doing that song.
There's not much to analyze there.
Right. Yeah, and he's not doing Stairway to Heaven because fuck that song.
I would like to see, and I know this is like it should be obvious, the Jesus Christ Superstar, because there's some of the stuff within Jesus Christ Superstar that they were saying was sacrilege. It was actually blasphemy or whatever. I don't know.
I think a lot of that was like I don't know how to love him. I think it's the one that upset people.
Oh, should I bring it down?
Because she says he's just a man, just a man. It's like no, he's not just a man.
That's blasphemy.
Yeah.
Well, maybe in the sense that she was talking about just a man. I don't.
Yeah. And I thought that was a great song. I love that song.
I do too.
Although and
Yvonne Elliman, I think, was the original. I don't know this to be true. Now I'm saying so. I think she did the recording. The one Yvonne Elliman who did a lot of songs with Eric Clapton.
Now I think my favorite song to sing is the Herod song. So you are the Christ, yes, the great Jesus Christ. Who to think that you no fool? Walk across my swimming pool.
Yeah. So
that is such a great song for me to sing. Oh, when he does that, his falsetto. Oh,
we're over time here, but I because you brought up Herod and probably about 10 years ago now, a guy who owned one of the venues that the Rock and 45 played at frequently, who I didn't know they just got shut down by the town for their outdoor music beyond curfew or something. The guy who owned the venue was a heavy Bible thumper guy, and he was putting on a show at Studio Theater, and he approached Mikey to play part in the show. And I said, Mikey, you're like anti-Christian. You're not. I know, I'm a good Christian. I said, yeah, well, what part does he have you playing in this? He said, Harad. Harad? Do you even know what Harad's role in the whole?
Yeah, he was in Corinthians 1 and 2.
Yeah.
On page 6. He was on page 6 of Corinthians 1 and 2.
Yeah. Rod. All right, that's the show for you, ladies and gentlemen.
I got to go to the dentist.
Yeah, speaking of kings, King Harad, tomorrow, Queen Elizabeth, what is she, the third? Queen Elizabeth III? Because they were Queen Elizabeth.
I don't know, because she has to reclaim her empire.
Yeah, she will be here tomorrow, and she'll be bringing Bob Kitson, who will have to explain to GD exactly who he is and why he is.
Well, I'll have a chance to research him, I think, between now and then. I have to go to the dentist. That's the only thing I like about the dentist is I can't do anything while I'm there. Like when I'm getting my hair done, I can actually work when I'm getting my hair done because I'm sitting in the dryer.
You know that once I'll be rinsing and spitting like there's no tomorrow. Because the dentist, he's not just sticking his drug. The minute you go, he give you this stuff and you're out, he's sticking something else in your mouth. That's
first of all, I have a woman dentist.
Oh, so she's sticking a little micro penis in your mouth.
So,
the
but
clitoris.
the thing, look, I switched over to all female probers years ago.
All right.
So my doctors, my dentists, my proctologists, they're all women.
Your gynecologist?
My gynecologist is a woman.
Wow.
I switched over to an all woman.
See, any guy, I gotta. Once a guy who becomes a gynecologist, to me that would make it like I can't eat that anymore. I know what's in there. I can't eat that. I would think being a gynecologist would ruin vaginas for the rest of your life.
No, because when I was a dancer and I danced, I had women in the groups and stuff.
You dance on vaginas?
Well, no, I'm saying that I had women dancers. Seeing them dance professionally didn't take away the joy of going to a strip club.
Yeah, but you didn't get a look at every fucking yeast infection or whatever. I mean, a close-up view of what could go wrong inside of.
But something could go wrong with everything,
Yeah, but you don't have that visual from last. I do not like tattoos on people. I don't like tattoos on people. I agree.
And yet I see some really beautiful women who, as far as I'm concerned, have ruined their bodies with tattoos. It's my humble opinion, but their bodies are not for me; they're for them. They need to feel good about themselves.
The funny part was he said humble. He says humble. Well, that's a good laugh to end the program on. Humble, yes. TD. We're talking about TD medicine. Oh, by the way. Oh, never mind. We'll get to it another day. It's time to wrap this up because I have to go cry over my guitar. I'm never going to see it again.
I'm hungry, but I don't want to eat because I'm going to the dentist.
All right. I'm going to the gynecologist, so I don't want to eat. All right. Yeah, so don't forget to tune in tomorrow. Queen Elizabeth will be here, Bob Kitson, and possibly for a moment or two, Jackie, who I will then be after the show tomorrow, getting in a vehicle with Surfer Phil and going to rob Jackie before he runs out and does whatever he does. So he may be here, might not be here. It's depending. He's got a late night thing tonight in New York City, so he might sleep through the program tomorrow. So, but anyway, join us tomorrow, won't you? And until then, don't forget to go to Pussy
Turn on your gynecologist.
Yeah, and then go to your radio.
listen to me, listen to me, listen to me now. Listen to me, listen to me, listen to me now.